Oh god, wait, I'm not. Well, hi.
That's really good.
I don't welcome back. Hopefully we won't have as many tech errors. I have a new computer, although on the flip side of that, I just closed Google Chrome and I have no idea how I managed to do it.
You Mac bitch.
I no longer have a Mac. Well, I still have my Mac, but I now have a Windows computer.
He has a real person's computer.
I have a real. I'm a real boy now. So, when we last left off, y'all just got out of a dungeon of sorts, and your only exit was what you figured out was a portal, and brought you very, very far away from home. While y'all were trying to get a lay of the land and figuring out where y'all were, some of you were climbing trees, some of you were just scouting around, some of you were dealing with the refugee that you found within the dungeon, and Nero,
fucking died.
Nero, sat down with the stone and was looking at it, essentially trying to attune to it, and the stone began glowing, floated in the air, seemed to change every shape known to man, and then some incomprehensibly, and then flew into her. She burst into flames and then passed out. What are y'all doing?
Okay, I was the last one to take back. Okay,
we were all
laughing very hard.
You guys weren't even there.
You guys were in the church. I'm the only one there. I'm the only one there.
Is Tadriel the only? Okay, Tadriel is the only one around then. What is Tadriel doing?
Can I help her? Can I help Nero get back up? Can I see if I can?
She's
like,
unconscious.
She's unconscious.
Yeah, pal.
She's not. She can't stand.
That's your future wife right there.
Shut up.
Wow.
Shut up.
We will not discuss that.
Okay, does she look okay besides that? Is there anything else wrong? Should I roll a medicine check?
Yeah, roll medicine.
Okay.
By the way, Michael, did I fail on the Constitution check? Is that why I'm like this?
It was charisma, right?
13.
It was your highest stat.
Yeah, with my charisma check. Did I fail it or did I pass it?
I cannot confirm nor deny. 13. She seems fine.
Okay.
She's just not, waking. Where's everyone else right now?
We were still in the church.
We
were checking out the
you were still
Yeah,
walking up to try and find a way out.
We tried to push open the doors of the church,
That did not work.
but they were locked.
Did not work. It did not work.
And then I tried to open them, and I can't remember if that succeeded or failed.
That failed.
It did not.
All right.
Can I check to see if
They
there's
are
any
solid
enchantment
stone.
All right. So yeah, we
On
can't
the
get
door?
out.
You can roll Arcana.
Okay. I don't really know that the church doors are completely locked, locked yet. So I'm gonna see. Can I carry Nero?
21.
Damn.
There doesn't seem to be any magic on the door. It seems entirely mechanical.
Got it. Tadriel.
Silence.
Oh, can I try to wake Nero?
No, go ahead. I was gonna.
No. You go ahead.
I was only gonna just basically just ask. Wait. Okay, so only Nero and Tadriel stepped to the portal. No.
Well, we all went through, and then we went back to go to the door.
We all went through. Then you guys went back in to go back out, but Nero and I still stayed behind for a little bit.
That's the part I missed with the fact that we could go back in.
Yeah.
Got it now. All right, that's all I was gonna ask.
I guess let's go down the stairs.
Yeah.
Yeah, we gotta head back down.
Am I able to wake Nero up?
You can try, roll medicine. No.
Well then.
Oh, show more concern for your future wife. Good lord, man.
Oh my god.
You're my future stepfather, alright? Start showing a little bit of responsibility.
Wait, what?
This is just going downhill very fast.
Very
Indeed,
fast.
God, Garrison doesn't even know what's going on.
Did we walk back downstairs yet?
You can.
Alright, I'm starting to walk back down the stairs to see where the other two are.
Okay.
So the old man's still there, right?
Like the old man that brought y'all there?
Yeah, no. The old man that was passed out upstairs in the chapel. That we hid behind the altar.
He's still there. He's still unconscious.
I'd like to pick him up. And
Oh, wait, we can get back into the chapel, but
yeah,
we can't get out.
we can't go out the front doors that we came in. Once they closed, they closed.
Okay, I thought there were. I thought it was the door.
Why don't we
leading into
just-
the chapel that we can get to?
Why don't we just
Front trapdoor.
wait until they open it?
I'm not sure that's a.
Not sure that's a good idea for us to do, to just sit around and wait for us to be ambushed. Or put into a bad situation.
We don't know if they'll ever.
That's also true.
It's not an ambush if we know they're going to ambush us.
It's a very in-character discussion right now.
Yeah,
No, I'm not.
right.
Well,
I'm not in
we're not
character
doing
at all.
voices.
I'm not in character.
Yeah,
at all
we're
right
not doing
now.
voices, so it doesn't count. Only counts.
I know.
So
I was being sarcastic.
Listen here.
Oh my god.
But I'd like to see if I can wake the old man.
Yeah, roll medicine.
Alrighty, dighty. Where's me D20?
Mother
Me D20. I have a +2 in medicine. Let's go.
Let's go. Vico has a positive stat.
Oh, I got a nat 1, so never mind.
No.
Actually, I
Unfortunately,
have
you
a
cannot wake him up.
I should run a campaign where every time you roll a nat one on a skill check, you lose a point in that
I
skill
look
check.
I look at the group that's in there. Do you think we should take the old man with us?
Wouldn't be right to leave him here, would it?
I just figured I'd ask.
Just try not to cut off his head.
I mean,
Put him in the bag of holding and let's just get out of
why
here.
don't we
But
stay with
we don't have a
him?
bag of hold.
Then we don't have to carry him. We can stay with him. We
Ow.
don't have to carry him.
I'll carry him. I don't particularly care. He's just some poor innocent old man.
I'll carry him and I walk over and pick him up and throw him over my shoulder.
Well, thank you, Bruce. I was going to do it myself.
Maybe-
But...
More
A
gently.
fucking baby.
You just break every bone in his body. He's a fragile old man. Just
very,
like roughly
very,
throwing him
very
over your
gently.
shoulder.
He wakes up from all the pain. Ah!
Alright, so you pick him up.
Yes.
And then I start walking down the stairs.
Okay, what is what is Tadriel doing with Nero right now?
I'm just kind of like sitting, but I think I'm gonna like try to carry her back up the stairs.
He's just shaking her.
Okay,
Wake up!
so
I'm not shaking her.
y'all are walking down the stairs carrying the unconscious old man, and you are met by Tadriel walking upstairs carrying the unconscious young Nero.
I see this.
Strange.
What
I
happened?
thought you'd be out by now.
No, the door's locked. What happened?
She okay, so it's very hard to explain. She found the orb from earlier when we
Yes.
we were with Regina. Okay, so she did she picked it up and it started shape changing and then it started turning into a bunch of things that I don't even know how to describe it. It went inside of her chest and then she collapsed. She also caught fire. Very strange. Do you feel different, by the way?
Do we feel different?
It's very strange.
Veldrin's still laughing at the fact that
Something-
Nero's passed out.
something has definitely shifted. It's hard to describe, and it's like the air is charged differently. It's like there's something powerful that's happened magically in this just area recently, is the best way to describe it.
But anyway, what's going on with the door? I thought like I said, I thought you'd be out by now.
The door
Seems trapped for the time being.
What do you mean the door is locked?
I tried my best.
Exactly what it sounds like, Tadriel.
The door is locked.
The door hurt my feelings.
There, Bruise.
Did you get Bruce to break it down?
I've already tried it. It's hurt my feelings too many times. It's impenetrable now.
Can Veldrin go look at the hinges on the door, or is it just like there are none?
You can go look.
Can you try to I don't know, knock the pin?
Anyway,
Can you try to can you try to use his chisel set or something, or just something that he has, maybe even parts from those crossbows he took apart, to try to just knock the pin out of the hinges so they're apart and you can just move the door?
They're not on hinges exactly. They're they're like most doors in Titan. I tried to explain before, but I think I just did a bad job of it. It's essentially in a peg that goes from ceiling to floor.
It's just a sliding door is what it is. It slides inward and outward.
No.
No.
So where hinges would be,
Yes.
it is instead a rod that just sticks straight down and up into the ceiling and into the floor.
So it's just
like a normal door.
It's just a swinging door. It's just pegged instead of.
Yes.
So basically, you can't open it.
They are like that.
Not necessarily.
Alright, I'm taking the unconscious old man back down to the room with all the glary lights.
Why are you taking him there? Just take him into the room with the brazier.
Okay.
Isn't that the same thing?
From what I gather, so it sounds like the door is locked upstairs, and we don't really have a way out of here.
Aside from those doors.
Aside from the doors that you were in.
Yes. That may be our only option through the woods, a long trek.
Into the woods. Into the woods.
Oh, no.
Agony, man, it cuts like.
God.
I swear, if you all break out into song, I will have no choice but to know myself upon.
Wait, Aaron's saying the longest line he said this entire campaign. Wait, what?
And it's a threat.
If you all break out into song, I will have no choice but to throw myself upon Vico's sword.
My only friend! No!
Oh my god.
Oh my god! Oh my god!
Vico just seppukus. Vico just
Veldrin
seppukus.
follows
Just
soon after.
Please don't make this a musical. Erin doesn't like musicals.
Aaron very much dislikes musical.
Veldrin puts a lock and chain on Vico's sword so he can't pull it out of the sheath.
You asshole.
Oh my! Like literally? Actually?
It's canon? I mean,
You'd have to roll
What?
for it, I assume.
why not? Yeah, I'll roll
Not
for that.
necessarily.
Oh my
Yeah,
god.
you don't necessarily have to roll for that, because for example,
I don't have a lock and chain on me. I don't have a lock and
that's
chain.
the thing. That was more the question was, do you have a lock and chain to lock and chain it with?
I mean, if I'm really fast about it, I can use arcane weapon on my chisel, punch a hole through a sheath and a sword, and then put a bolt in it.
And then I punch a hole through your head with my spiked gauntlets. It's quite a simple transaction.
Equivalent.
So y'all are currently halfway down the really long staircase, holding two unconscious people.
I already started walking towards the room with the brazier.
Okay, you started walking
I
downstairs.
follow through. I follow Bruise.
Well, but I believe our only course of action may be to venture further into this portal.
Yes.
Yes, I believe that you are right.
We should definitely
Unfortunately.
explore
There
the
you
area.
Do we know where this portal leads?
Yes.
Alright.
It leads to the area Michael pointed out on the map.
But do our characters know?
Yeah.
That's what I'm
we
asking.
established we did. Yes.
I think I determined
Alright.
that from like the star.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Stars.
He determined it from the stars and the local vegetation.
Alright.
My guy.
He's studied a lot of books. He's a knowledgeable boy.
So, Erin, you can lead us
Also,
back to Titan.
Garrison.
Sorry.
Just in general, Erin can, because of just his, like, Erin can just at any point pull history to like know things about like certain civilizations and anything much more so than other characters because of his background.
Okay.
Just in general.
Would I have any idea? Well, I wouldn't have any idea about the people that built like the place we're in right now, right? Because they're part of a cult that is completely unknown.
Yeah, you would not know anything about this building or like the area underneath it. You would know a bit about the area that y'all came out in.
Mm-hmm. By the way, can I inspect Nero and see if I can determine the nature of what happened to her?
Sure, roll
Glad you care.
investigation or medicine or arcana.
Okay.
They'll get you different. The different ones will get you different answers.
Okay, I'm gonna roll Arcana. 19.
Oh.
Oh hell yeah!
It's definitely magical. It's not like a spell has been put over her. It's like there's like every school of magic is coming out of her right now.
Oh, Erin. She looked good. It doesn't seem like she's dying or anything. It's just.
Yeah.
You think,
Would we be able to?
in your professional opinion.
She looks like she's smiling. She has a soft smile on her face.
Radiating
Would
all sorts of magical energy. It's quite.
Would we be able to feel that? Would the casters be able to feel that? Just like the whole every school of magic coming off of her.
That's what I was saying. Like the entire like air itself is like charged with magic right now. It's very something powerful has happened. You don't know. You're not really sure. You know. Its origin.
It's like,
That doesn't seem right. I mean, I hate her and all, but like, she's really like making my hair stand on end.
Mhm.
it was a very strange phenomenon. You remember the stone we found with Regina, correct?
Yeah.
I'm assuming. Yes. Well, I feel like she had some kind of connection to it. I could also feel it as well, but I believe it may have been far stronger for her. While you were at the door trying to escape this place, she did something to it. I feel like she maybe have somehow connected with it, and it shifted into a bunch of different colors. Then it flew inside of her chest. She caught on fire for a moment, and then she collapsed. That's all that happened.
Does anyone here know any healing magic? Perhaps we can use that to take her out of the trance?
Technically, Vico does.
Technically, yeah, as an ASMR.
Yes.
Technically, so Veldrin knows Cure Wounds now because of his level up, but
He's not gonna
he's
use
not
it on
going to
her.
say anything because it's Nero. He's not going to say anything because it's Nero.
You know,
Vico,
I'm going to. Just it's as a part of my racial trait. Yeah.
Is that something you get for being level 3?
As
No, it's something you get as an ASMR.
It's something you get as an ASMR. You get healing hands.
At level
Yeah,
one,
I
you get
was
healing
just
spells.
asking that because like Necrotic Shroud is for being an ASMR, but you get it at level 3. I was just curious.
Oh yeah, no.
No worries.
So for flavor, I guess what I'll do is, I have that short sword. So what I'll do is since technically it comes from your ASMR blood, I'm gonna like cut my thumb. I'm just gonna drip a bit of blood onto her. I don't know. I don't want to drip it into her mouth because that just seems weird and kinky. I want to drip it onto her like. I guess I'll drip it onto her like. I guess I'll drip it onto her neck.
Put it onto her forehead, and she'll be Simba.
Simba. I guess I'll just. I guess I will just drip it onto her.
Okay. How much does she heal for?
I think it's like
How much do you know me?
2 points.
It's your level.
Isn't it something? Oh, it's your level, so 3 points. So
Yeah.
Yeah.
3 points. Okay.
I get help.
You're up.
you get health.
Nero, you okay?
You wake up with 2. You wake up with 2 HP. You.
Wait, 2 HP? I thought
You
it
feel
was
like
It's 3. It's your level.
3. Sorry.
3.
3.
Well, you're not level 3 yet.
Hey, who
We
is
haven't
going?
taken rest.
Thank you, Nero.
You have
True.
not, so it is 2.
So
it is 2.
True.
It is 2.
You feeling any?
Wait, what about not being
You,
level 3?
We haven't
Not
taken a
level
long
3.
rest, so we haven't gotten.
Nero, what the hell was that?
So,
You lit on fire.
Thank goodness.
you feel like every aspect of your personality, of your very character, has been tested, and you sense that you failed.
Wow.
For the
That's what I
first time in
figured.
her life,
Wow.
how does it
So I forgot to
feel?
laugh. That's what I
That's
figured.
some deep shit right there.
How does it feel? The pain.
So, someone asked something. What was it?
Nero, what the hell happened to you? You were on fire. That thing flew into your chest.
They're still holding me, right? So she
Yeah.
slowly, like, her eyes just, like, slowly shoots open. But she doesn't look at anyone, she just looks up. And as she hears you say that, she just says, I failed. As she gets herself up.
Oh no, she's got a concussion.
Veldrin stands there with his mouth hung open after hearing her admit to failing at something. Leans over to the nearest person. I don't know who it would be, just the one closest to him, which would probably be Bruise or Vico, I'd assume, because
No, Bruise left.
No, I'm up
Oh no,
front
Bruise,
healing
you're
her.
right. That's true. You're here.
So
So
it's probably-
Spirit.
It's probably
I've been
Spirit or
a
Erin.
Spirit, Erin.
Oh no, it's Spirit.
I've
It's gotta
been
be
a-
Spirit. It's gotta be Spirit.
That be Spirit? Okay. I lean into Spirit. I'm like, oh my god, I think she's gone mental.
Nero, are you feeling alright?
Feel tired, but otherwise disappointed.
Yes,
That's-
perhaps we should rest.
Indeed. Let's go home, guys.
It's not exactly that simple.
About
Not exactly that simple right now.
The door
What's up?
upstairs is locked, and there's no way to get out, normally or forcibly.
I see. So we're
Erin,
Stuck.
luckily, figured out where we are, and it's
yes, I
it's
do
quite a
remember
long
that.
trek. It's quite a long trek back.
Yeah, she was awake for that part.
She,
Oh,
she
wait.
was. She was one of
Oh,
the
shit.
people that was there when you figured that out.
Alright. Well, guess we have no choice.
Road
She
trip.
starts walking
Road
down.
trip.
Right, alright. So, by the way, she takes out the staff. This thing, don't exactly know what it does, but
We should probably preface.
probably
this.
magical in some sense.
In previous parts of the dungeon. We did not discover a room due to D20 mishaps, or roll 20 mishaps. So Michael has generously said we did find the room and all contents there within.
Because here, I can actually show you it really quickly. So basically, Nero was burning through every red vine that she saw and like exploring stuff, and she went through this red vine right here, which then leads down to this red vine, and she would have been literally face to face with this red vine, which leads to the room. So she 100% would have found it and just gone in. So I said she would have found it and gave her the contents, because I think she was just running around and burning those down by herself. So she has access to those contents.
Yeah.
She'll do with what was in there, what she will.
I gave up the... Alright. She gives you the stuff. So, where shall we rest? Outside or inside?
I vote for outside. I feel far safer out there than I do in here.
Well, it seems.
I have to side with Vico here.
What do
I do agree.
What do we have to fear from here now?
Not fear itself.
Well, them coming back.
Yes.
People who own this place, technically.
Well, this man here was safe for a couple decades, it seems.
Well, he is insane, technically. So they may have just allowed him to stay here because he wasn't capable of fighting them.
And nobody wants to fuck with a weird person, as we all know.
Michael, do I know about the
Was he
wildlife?
responsible for those mushroom creatures?
No, but the what?
The wildlife, like any creatures that might be dangerous for us to. Any creatures that would pose danger to us.
You know that the wildlife in this area, most of it is either prey or most of the actual wildlife is prey, because most of the am I stupid? What's the opposite of prey? Not hunter.
Predator.
Predator. That's the word I'm thinking of. Most of the predators have been captured and domesticated by the local residents.
Ooh.
That's great, gamer.
Who has the staff right now?
Erin.
I have it.
Nero.
Aaron.
Oh yeah, Erin.
Has
sorry.
it?
Do I roll Arcana for that, Michael?
You can, yeah.
13.
I'm pulling up what the
Wait,
It
so what
is
about the domesticated
transmutation
animals?
You can tell that it is transmutation magic, and that it. You can tell that it probably requires attunement.
I'll just convey that to everyone else.
Okay.
I don't desire it, so anyone can have it.
Spirit,
Hmm.
would you like a staff?
I mean, sure.
Here you go.
Can Veldrin go to Spirit and opt to take a look at it himself? Just like see if he can get any more detail out of it, considering he's an artificer and his whole thing is working with magic items. He's like, I probably know better than him.
And
At least a little bit more. So like, I probably would know more about this than him.
Yeah, like I'm like really awkwardly holding it, and then he asks, I'm like, oh yeah, sure.
Okay, I think.
You do know more.
so, it's not the type of magic item that you're used to. You're used to like magic weapons. So like
Yeah.
stuff of the sort. This doesn't seem like it is a weapon. It is. It's not like it's a bow staff. It's like a walking stick staff.
Yeah.
And it is transmutation magic, and you can probably gather from just the surroundings that it probably has something to do with plant growth.
Interesting.
The magic. Honestly, a better way to describe it is it's druid magic of some kind.
Yeah. I like to imagine whenever Veldrin's doing this, he does he becomes like a scanner, and like his eyes glow purple. He just starts like running his hand over the weapon, just scanning it, analyzing the spell.
Does Veldrin have access to detect magic?
Actually, I think I do. Let me just check to make sure. I do have detect magic, yes.
That'd be a very good just thing.
I could use detect. I mean, it's a level 1 spell. Yeah, I'm gonna use detect magic on it. Why not? It's a ritual, but whatever.
Well. Oh yeah, you can ritual cast. So that means it doesn't take a spell slot.
It just takes slightly longer.
Okay, yeah, I ritual. Sorry, I forgot. I ritual cast.
So after 10 minutes and 6 seconds, your eyes begin to go up. Here, I'll let you do this. So detect magic isn't something you cast on an item. Detect magic you cast on yourself, and it lets you see, stuff of the sort. So, how is Veldrin doing detect magic?
So he's sitting down to do the full ritual of it. So he's gonna his thing about it is, let's see, how does Veldrin cast detect magic? That's a great question. Huh? Veldrin,
he's gonna do the avatar moves for 10 minutes.
How about this? How about he sets a bunch of rods around it and uses that to measure all the data and shit?
I'm thinking it's more of a data measurement thing for him. For him, the way he likes to do it is he'll maybe he'll start the ritual and his eyes will glow with a purple kind of light. They're gray. His eyes are gray, but they'll have a purple shine to them when he opens them again. And then he'll pull out his let's say he pulls out his Tinker's kit. He'll pull out his Tinker's kit and begin just using the tools, not really to try, not he'll begin touching his tools along the staff, not to make marks on them like he would if he was actually trying to use them, but more so to just use them as ways to channel. And kind of you would a multimeter where you use it and you figure out where the voltage is and something. He kind of does that with it, where he kind of just runs the tools with it to kind of see if he can identify the kind of wavelength of the spell, so he can tell what kind it is.
What's the voltage?
So detect magic is not identified. I think you might be mixing them up a little bit, but
that's fair. So, well, okay, I don't mean fully identified, but I mean you get what I'm trying to say with it though, the way he does it.
Yeah, well, what I'm saying is, cast detect magic. Obviously, from that staff, you sense transmutation. From the boots that you have, you sense conjuration. Will there be anything else that's new information? I'm trying to think. I think I probably should have pointed this out before the first time you casted detect magic, but Spirit himself has a lot of enchantment magic on him.
I'd like to see
Veldrin. Okay, yeah. Let me rephrase that because I do realize now that I completely forgot how detect magic works. So let me rephrase that. Instead of using his tools on the staff and all, I was saying, just because I'm an idiot and I forgot how detect magic works. He'll just kind of he'll do kind of the thing with the rods where he'll lay his tools out in an area around himself and use that to direct his magic out towards his tools, which are his spellcasting focus. And he'll direct it out towards his tools and use it and basically create a field, like a magic field that he can detect the magics within it.
Mm-hmm.
Transmutation circle.
I was thinking more of the way I imagined it in my head. It was more kind of a dome of magic that just kind of surrounded him in the size of detect magic, which I honestly also forgot the size, but within 30 feet, yeah. So it's a 30 feet around him. He just has a circle. And he just can sense he uses it, and it creates a field. He can just kind of tell where the magics are and tell what kind they are.
So yeah, you gather that stuff.
Okay, Michael, I have a.
Yeah, he'll.
To DM
Sorry, go ahead.
I have to DM Michael a question.
Okay.
Veldrin will.
So where are y'all
Veldrin
doing this, by the
will-
way? Are y'all like outside?
I assumed we were at least near the portal, if not through the portal already.
Yeah. That's what I'm saying. Just out of curiosity, where is like this whole thing happening?
I think we're like in the room where the brazier is, like where the door is to the forest.
Yeah.
Because
Oh.
before I go out, I would talk to the insane man.
Hey, real
I'll let
quick.
them go
Also,
first.
something that Garrison pointed out to me. That he had his point. You cast detect magic. You would also see one of the books that Erin has
Cool.
a couple of different types of magic coming from it.
Okay, I kind of like after I come out of my trance and all, I pick up my tools and all. I grab like the staff, and I just say like, I just give it back to Spirit and be like, and I don't tell this out loud to everyone, but I kind of like whisper to Spirit and all, and let him decide what he wants to do, and I just kind of just like, it's some type of druidic magic, and it's good for plant growth. I know that much.
Okay.
And I won't mention anything about seeing him being magical yet. And he'll just, and as he turns away from Spirit, he's gonna give like a sidelong glance to Erin, and then kind of look back ahead with everybody else.
Alright, so now we're outside. Are y'all like setting a camp, or are y'all like is the group as a whole doing?
Well, I'm talking to the old man.
I'm putting the unconscious old
refugee.
man.
Yeah, the refugee.
I'm gonna put the unconscious old man that I'm holding, and I'm just gonna put him on the ground by the brazier. Not where it's burning him, but
wait, are y'all outside or inside? This is
I'm leaving
continuity.
him in that room.
I'm assuming we're outside.
Okay.
So Michael, how?
So they're outside. I'm inside.
How does the outside look? How does the doorway look when you're outside? Is it just like an archway that you just walk through?
It looks like the building that you walked in initially.
Oh, okay. So
like,
it's a full building.
It looks identical.
Okay. So I'd like to just kind of sit against the wall by the door, and then I just sigh a sigh of relief real quick, and then just Vico just starts looking around sporadically all of a sudden, like he heard something, but it must have just been his imagination.
Okay. So, are y'all like setting up camp outside, or?
Not yet.
Yeah.
Let's set up camp right by.
Because it is nighttime. It's like 11 o'clock at night.
Yeah, it's probably for the best that we start setting up camp soon.
My God,
Yeah.
did you count time zones?
Give me exact detailing.
So, yeah, I go up to the refugee. We still left him by the stairs, if I'm correct. Like, right?
I mean, I assume he's been following us, but I don't know.
No, we couldn't bring him. You couldn't bring him upstairs because he's frail.
He's not like a frail old man. He's.
He looks like you said.
Probably-
You said you look malnourished. So
Yeah, he looks obviously malnourished. He's probably, if you had to guess, like in his 40s.
yeah. So we don't want to overwork him. Because I was gonna bring him upstairs, but then you said like it's like miles, and this guy looks malnutrition. I was like, okay, we'll leave him down. And then
He didn't
everything
seem to
else
be doing
happened.
too
so.
bad here on his own. Didn't
You
seem like
know
he was
what I
doing too bad on his own.
I walk like he's sitting down, right? Is he doing anything?
No, he's kind of just been following wherever y'all lead him. He's been.
So he has been following us. Okay. Okay. I go up to him and I just I ask him. Well, actually, I ask him, will you be staying with us tonight? We will be
I'm
leaving.
gonna change his voice a little bit because I realized his voice before was rather misleading. So just bear with me. He says, "Well, I guess so."
All right, you can stay if you think you can't make the trek, but we'll help you out.
Have any of us given him any rations yet?
No.
I give him some rations.
Do you have rations?
Thought we always have rations.
Not really. I mean,
I was saying, well, so before it's
now we
kind of
have to
all been
get
like, before it's been very like all expenses paid, but
Yeah.
now because y'all are like, because of Nero, it's basically been like whatever y'all have needed, y'all have just had. But now I would like for
we need to
y'all.
keep track.
I think I've been saying this a lot, but I realize that I haven't said this to everyone. I want y'all to keep very close track of like your rations and stuff like that. Going forward.
Oh.
Because y'all are
Yeah.
like.
Oh, I have none. I have
Yeah,
none.
I have one.
Well,
I have
wait,
one.
wait. Because look to see what like packs you have. Because a lot of times like
Yeah,
10
I
days
don't
of
have a
rations
pack.
come in
I
certain
don't have a
packs.
pack. I don't have a pack. I forgot about that. I don't have a pack.
Well, Veldrin doesn't have rations. That's unfortunate for Veldrin.
Belgium does not have food.
Yeah, I have 1 day. I have 1 day of rations. So.
If only we had members of the party who could scavenge food.
Yeah. If
Yeah,
only.
If only. So.
Be pretty
Well,
cool.
I'm gonna die, I guess.
I have 10 days worth of rations.
No, that's good.
Keep track of that.
Yeah. So yeah, I asked him that like, you know, will he come with us to go back at least to Titan? And
What is Titan?
sir, do you remember anything before? Do you know where you're from?
I
Where you hail from?
the plants and the trees and those that live amongst them.
Follow me. And I take him to where, like, next to a tree. And I sit him next to me, and I start to explain to him what, the city Titan is.
Bruise, you've been replaced.
Hey, you.
Unless Bruce can sit down with me if he wants.
Is he jealous?
You look
Is your lover
around.
jealous?
You look around and Bruise is not there.
That's fine.
No, honey.
Like, hey, we agreed. I agreed to explain the political system, not the city. I'm just explaining, like, the city itself, like what it is. You know, the people, the culture.
No, David, I'm not joking. Like, you look up and Bruise is gone.
Right. Well.
Scavenging, hopefully.
Well, she wouldn't really care at that moment. She just, like, she knows, she clocks that he's not there, and he starts explaining, but I guess, does he come back? Because as time goes on, and as she gets closer to ending her statement, does he come back?
Depends on how long
Oh, just worry about it, huh?
Depends on a lot of things, actually. So what is everyone else doing? Are y'all just, like, generally, like, getting ready to, setting up camp, getting ready to sleep for the night?
Who wants to
Recover after the very, very long day that you've had.
Veldrin will help Erin set up camp.
I'll help.
I'll take the watch.
I'll help as well.
And anytime Veldrin can get, like, kind of, like, near Erin and alone from everybody else, like nobody else is setting up around them, he wants to kind of, like, maybe, like, ask Erin about his book.
Oh, then I'll back off.
Yeah. All right. Well, y'all can like RP that.
Okay.
So, Erin, I have a question for you. My voice is wrong tonight, but I don't care. I heard you said you learned your little bit of magic from your lady friend, Regalia.
Close enough.
he's just so done correcting us at this point. It's like the 80th time.
If a student put that on a test, they're getting half credit.
better than no credit.
Better than nothing.
Mr. Armlin.
So, oh, sorry, go ahead.
I was just gonna say, yes, I learned a spell or two from Regina.
And did she also happen to give you a couple spell tomes?
It's at this point that I'd realize, I think, that he used detect magic. Like, he would have seen.
Yeah, you know that detect magic is a thing, and it would.
I don't think before this point I would have put that together, but I think once he mentioned spell tomes, I'd say, well, Regina didn't exactly lend me this one, but found it in the library. I'm not experienced enough to read it all yet, but I'm working through it.
Well, I can tell you there's a lot of different types of magic in there. I just want you to know, you should really take your time to learn that when you can.
Mm-hmm.
Unless, of course, there's stuff you already know and you're not telling me.
Excuse me.
Nothing, let's continue.
And he'll try to, like, end it there and try to get back to working on setting up.
I will suspiciously eye Veldrin, but not continue the conversation.
Damn, he's too close.
So I was setting up camp. Y'all finish up setting up camp, and I guess y'all are about to start settling in for the night, and you realize, Bruce wasn't here.
Yeah. Basically,
Oh
probably
my god, why did we lose the big man?
probably 2 hours in, we would probably realize, I don't think Bruce is here.
Is Spirit's still here, right?
Spirit's still here.
So yeah. It's very suspicious.
What has Spirit been doing this entire time, by the way?
What's Spirit been doing? Sitting by himself.
Fair enough.
Fair
Wow.
enough,
So, I guess, if everyone starts to realize, I don't
Drawing
know,
in his
the
commingle.
tallest person here is not here. I guess Nero would look around and see, again, he's not here, and then go up to Spirit, the only person who she knows is closest to him. Hey, Spirit, was it? Oh, my.
Hi.
See. Do you have any idea what your Goliath friend is?
Well, he's not very hard to spot.
I know that. However, he's very hard to spot right now. She looks around and sees him nowhere.
He's having an internal panic attack right now. I don't know.
Spirit, are you lying?
Well, I mean, no.
I see. Your dedication to him is admirable, I see.
He
Very
basically
well.
kidnapped me.
Huh.
Good to know.
Interesting. Oh well. Nothing that can happen now. There's nothing I can do now. Well, if he doesn't come back by morning, then I guess we can assume he's dead.
What?
I mean,
You give it up on your boyfriend just like that?
Yeah, damn, bro.
Heartless.
Nero shudders for some odd reason.
One shudders to imagine the sustained thoughts of the cruel and sustained thoughts of. Damn it! What's the line?
Doesn't matter right now.
Yeah.
So, she just responds, well, I mean, he hasn't been back in, what, 2 hours? And if he's not back by morning, well, it's only assumed that he either ran away, which I doubt he would do, or he's dead.
Maybe we should look for him then.
Oh, I thought he kidnapped you.
He just gets up
So
and
All of
walks away.
Spirit's worldviews are being challenged right now.
Gets up, walks away, trying to look for Bruise.
Deeper into the forest, y'all hear
Veldrin
y'all hear
noticing...
you hear some kind of roaring, some beast from pretty far away.
You also hear Spirit yell.
You know, could I have taken a short rest? Just
You also hear, at this point, you can have taken a short rest. You also hear Bruise yelling, but not like yelling in pain,
I can't take.
Yelling the way he does when he fights.
Oh.
Oh yeah, you have no hit dice, haha, loser.
I have one hit die
Veldrin
left.
was about to say he's gonna. Veldrin was about to say he's gonna accompany Spirit in looking for Bruise.
9, baby.
I think after hearing the roar, after hearing Bruise's screams, you're like, guys, I think I found him.
Oh great! Is he fighting a bear?
Go to the
As he walks towards that direction.
Veldrin's gonna kind of jog, like speed. Veldrin's gonna try
You don't know
to
what a
jog
bear
a
is?
little bit that way, like get there kind of fast, a
No.
little earlier.
Okay, so imagine Tadriel. No, imagine Bruise, but furrier, and will kill you.
That just sounds like Bruise.
Michael.
Hoss, how does it feel?
As we're walking a little faster, I will explain to Spirit what
my
bear is.
Is it, Michael? Is it dark in this forest?
It's dark all over the place
right.
right now. It's nighttime.
Right.
I just wanted to make sure, like, because I know there's people that live here, so I just wanted to make sure there was no any signs of anything around, immediately. And Veldrin wants to, since it's becoming night, take off his bucket hat, and as he does, he wants to cast his cantrip Dancing Light and have them fly out of the bucket hat and swarm around us to create some light.
Pretty.
So, by the way, I don't think I have, I don't have, do I have dark vision now? Or no, I don't?
Oh, you already had it.
Yeah.
No, I
ASMR get it. Yeah, ASMR get it.
Yeah, ASMR.
I know, but I'm special. Because I didn't have.
Oh.
He's
do I have
deficient,
it
that's what he's
now,
saying.
I still don't have it.
I'd say that's probably the first thing that you would notice as you start going in, and you're like, I should not be able to see right now, but you can. That's like your first thing that you're like, wait, something's going on here.
Oh, so even though I failed, I still get the benefits? That's pretty cool.
What it is ain't exactly clear.
She probably wouldn't notice, she probably wouldn't recognize you can see.
You just keep going and not realize it until later on, but...
Yeah, until, maybe there is no lights at all, because I imagine we have, lights at camp.
Mm-hmm.
Maybe a fire going, and then dancing lights, so she probably wouldn't even notice it until there would be no lights and be like, wait a minute, how can I see?
Okay, y'all start going, y'all are running for maybe 10 minutes, you're plowing through the forest, trying to find where the source is, and eventually y'all come to a decent sized circular clearing, and Bruise, what do they see when they come to the clearing?
They see me with my hand in both hands in like a fighting stance, about to face up against a green ethereal bear.
Spirit fan.
And
See,
we're just kind
that's
of
a
doing
bear.
we're kind of doing that wrestling circle around each other until one of us starts to move.
You see that
So,
spirit? That's a bear.
This
Spirit
is the most
fans.
normal thing to happen.
Oh dear.
So I assume we all see this.
All of you that went looking for Bruise after hearing Bruise yelling.
No, we only see
I
Bruce
went.
circling around himself. He just
Did
looks
I go?
insane.
Wait, I didn't really go, I guess. I'm still at the camp, I think.
I'm staying at the camp.
I want to go to investigate the zone. So
Yeah, me.
Can I?
So I guess 4 of us went.
I'm also kind of
Nope,
curious.
5 of us. So everyone besides Erin.
plus,
Yeah.
Bruise is
Erin
Bruise
and the
is one of the very
refugee.
few people I've had a good people.
Erin
I've
and the
had a good
refugee.
conversation with. So
So everyone there is just kind of watching. Well, everyone besides Spirit.
yeah, he's kind of fainted.
He'll be fine.
Do I see them?
Hmm?
Do I see Nero and Vico and Spirit?
Not currently.
And Veldrin.
Tadriel.
Is he in like a clearing, or is he in like a tree line?
Yeah, it is a clearing. So on the edge of the
Also,
clearing.
glistening
Are
in the
there
moonlight.
trees around the clearing?
Yeah. Yes.
Okay.
That. Oh, you mean like littered throughout the clearing?
No, not littered throughout the clearing. Around the edge of the clearing. Like, so there's the
That's the
clearing.
definition of what a clearing is.
All right. I'd
Good
like
job,
to.
Tina.
I'd like to hide. I'm sorry. I have a very small, smooth brain. I'd like to hide behind one of the trees and observe.
Okay.
Wow, you're hiding? Well,
I'm just gonna be standing on the edge of the clearing. I'm not really trying to.
pretty much. Yeah, me either. I'm just kind of just there, arms crossed, with the unconscious Spirit next to me.
Veldrin would go to the opposite side of a tree from Nero, just like, not the other side of the clearing, but like he tried to put a tree between the two of them, and then he'd kind of like crouch down a little bit and have his dancing lights kind of swarm around him, like specifically, and just kind of like float around him.
Okay.
He'd just kind of be like entranced.
Hoss, out of the Bruise, out of the corner of your eye, you see lights at the edge of the clearing.
Okay, so I see them. I see lights, and I assume it's them. And I'm like, stop, stay back. This is my fight. Leave me alone.
Are you
I
sure?
would say
Are you
so.
sure about that? It looks awful
Same.
big. Even for
You
your
look back and
standards.
You look back and it seems like the bear is basically like an annoyed girlfriend waiting for you to finish up with your friends to get back with
And right as I say that, I sprint at the bear and start to strike.
Hey, y'all begin to you're going at it, and it's your weapons don't seem to have very much of an effect, so it very quickly devolves into a literal wrestling match.
Let's
Nice.
go.
Bad.
Symbolism.
Yep.
And y'all are watching this. They're duking it out. Maybe it's like 10 minutes in, and eventually they break up and they're circling each other again, and they both look very tired.
Jesus. And I'm gonna...
It's basically a 1-for-1 match for Bruise, who is massive.
By this point, I've exited the tree, seeing that he's got the whole situation under control.
Oh.
And can I... this might be a stretch, but can I ritually cast Speak with Animals?
Literally.
A ritual.
Rituals?
No, because this is basically you This is explaining how you get those abilities. So.
Oh, okay.
No.
Okay, understood.
Plus, we also have taken a
Understood.
long rest, so.
True. It's like very low. Alright, and I'm just gonna charge at him again with the what little strength left. Charge!
Roll athletics.
I'm pretty good at athletics.
Wow, the music already
Oh.
ended. Let's go. Time to reset the music.
Also, what's your athletics mod, by the way?
+6.
Gotcha.
And I'm proficient in it, but it's already added in, so +6. So that is a 12 in total.
I don't think you're athletic enough.
You are. You're duking out with this bear. It comes down to a last blow scenario, but it's you're like, all right. If I want to win this, I gotta just give it all I've got. And you go to like swing at its head, literally like a boxer, and it just plants one of its massive paws on your chest and just pushes and just slams you to the ground. And
Jeez.
It's just standing over you, and just staring into your eyes.
Why? Why?
Wow, we are destined to be together. We both fucking failed.
And
And you're both drama queens.
you hear it speaks one word in giant. It says weak, and then
Great.
Oh,
it vanishes into dust.
I'm gonna lay there for a good 15, 20 seconds. I'm gonna pick up my axes, and then I'm gonna start walking back to camp. And I see them, and I'm like, "Oh, what are y'all doing over here, guys?"
I came when I heard
The show?
What?
Oh, you saw that?
exactly was that?
Yes.
To be honest, I don't know. I heard something in the woods, and so I went to go investigate, and I saw this thing. This bear. And, yeah.
Tis a bit too late for this
It
music.
taunted me.
The music?
Yeah, the music is very fitting.
No, so the music was supposed to be fitting for when he was fighting, and then he stopped, and I was like, oh shit, well, I've already queued it up, so I've got to end it now. At least I've got it on cue.
But yeah.
I've got it on cue.
But yeah, that's basically what happened.
So as Bruise walks by, I whisper, like to where only he could hear it, and I just say, "I get it."
Okay, and I look towards her and give her like a nod.
Yeah.
And then
I'm pretending I'm not looking at you.
I know,
I'm looking
but
straight.
I hear you. I
Yeah.
nod,
Yeah.
not at you, but I nod, and then I just start walking towards back to camp, not speaking at all.
And then I pick up Spirit and I bring him.
And as we walk
Spirit's
back,
bigger than you.
I can pick him up.
as we walk back, I
I can do it.
I pat Bruise on whatever part of the body I can reach highest.
That'd
And
be
I-
my ass.
Jesus Christ. I pat him on the calf.
Not
then.
that small.
I pat him on the calf, wherever,
Hmm.
and I just say, well, if we're being perfectly honest, it's been a banner year for failures for everybody. So.
Thank you, Vico. Thank you.
Can Veldrin tell if Bruise is hurt at all? Or does he look...
I mean, aside from the enormous bruises on either side of him from before when he got slugged by that zombie, he doesn't seem to have been injured since then in any way.
Okay. Veldrin's just gonna kind of keep that in mind and then just like keep walking.
Great. And I mean, do we get back to camp yet?
Yeah, y'all
Camp was
eventually
like
make it back.
5 minutes away.
Okay.
It was 10 minutes away when you're sprinting. So
10 minutes away, we're sprinting. Okay, so.
Spirit would have woken back up.
if you're walking back, it's like a 25, 30 minute walk.
Okay, well, in that case.
Alright.
I would like to walk.
Oh. Y'all eventually make it back to camp. So yeah.
Oh,
Spirit
Bruiser.
and Erin, you see everyone walk back with Spirit with Erin.
Well, David just dropped, so
That's unfortunate.
yeah.
Oh, no.
Especially because
We're good.
his spirit stepmom or future soon to be stepmom was carrying him.
No.
It's canon.
We're awake now,
alright?
guys. Don't worry about it.
It's canon. Or soon to be canon.
I wouldn't say
Maybe
canon.
headcanon.
Wow.
Headcanon.
Headcanon.
Fiction.
Fanfiction.
I like to imagine that during the entire time, like, Vico was seeing that, like, Veldrin and Erin were talking about something, so he was setting up his part, like, his little tent, and he was trying to stay a good distance away so he wouldn't intrude upon their conversation, because, yeah, he may be a dick, he may be a dick, but at least he's got manners, he's got class.
He's a classy dick.
I also love how Spirit was just like, don't kill this one as well.
Oh no.
For
And
that
now we
poor
lost.
old man. And now we've lost Haas. It's a banner year of failures here at the Peaceful Heart House.
Well, at least
It is long rest time.
Long rest of time.
It is. Hoss. Oh, there's Hoss.
Oh,
Oh,
there it is.
and we lost.
Oh,
Oh, and there's
Hey, we got them both.
hey!
Everybody's dying.
We're all
tonight.
good.
Oh, and now he's deafened himself.
It's a banner year for the it's a banner year at the banner at the Bender House.
Spirit.
Jeez, this is
It's a gender bender house.
time.
Got a carton of cigarettes.
Hey, smoke up, Johnny!
All right. So yeah, Erin, you're sitting there, doing whatever it is that Erin is doing, and you look up and you see everyone come back with Bruise.
Oh, that's a relief.
No, I don't say anything. I just set up my bed and lay down and fall asleep.
Oh man, poor guy.
Michael.
A few days
before-
ahead of us.
So, I go off, and I change, and then I come back, and
Change into.
just regular, like just get out of my change.
Okay. Yeah.
It takes I think 5 minutes,
Mhm.
and then I put it in my bag. Thought I go, and I actually sent my. I think I do have a bed. Yeah, a bedroll and sleep in there. Very fancy. Of course.
Veldrin does what he did a lot in the Underdark. He finds the comfiest rock, and
Yeah.
he makes a home as that as his pillow, and he puts his bucket hat on his face, and he curls up on that. And he falls asleep like that.
Michael, for this evening, I'd like something interessante to happen.
Okay.
So is anybody else awake? Is anybody else
Well,
awake?
I haven't really gone to sleep yet.
Erin's Spirit and Veldrin, none of them sleep.
Well, I know none of them sleep. I'm just asking, are they going to be actually up and doing stuff, or are they just going to be resting?
Right now, Veldrin is resting, but at the same time, he's faking his slumber.
Okay.
He's resting, but he's also waiting till everybody else is going to bed and shit.
So and then
Spirit's gonna pretty obviously be awake.
and then
Tadriel has not gone to sleep yet.
So
He's gonna mess around.
Honestly,
when
I feel
are
like
you two?
those of you that actually do sleep are probably going to be passing out pretty quickly because y'all have had realized
Yeah.
this day started with y'all getting back to Titan.
Yeah.
And
It
it's
has been
like
a
almost
very
midnight.
long day.
It's been
Yeah,
a very long day.
It is,
Um,
yeah.
So, I'm gonna say that Vico's probably up for like another 30 minutes, and as soon as like he gets like Brittany lays down and everything, he goes to sleep for like a couple hours, and then in the middle of the night he'll wake up. But I'll wait for everybody else to do it there.
So, Nero thinks about all, like, she stays up and she just thinks about everything that happened today. And now realizing the position she is and what just happened, her failure, she's like, she thinks very deeply. And she tries to once again, if she can, to attune what's inside of her. Or to at least pass.
So, you sit there and you focus on
Yeah, she touches her symbol on her chest.
So you're sitting there and you're focusing on it, and you get this sense of almost sadness coming from inside of you, not from your own mind, but from something else. Almost. Nero would almost compare it to the same way that she feels when she sees Vico fail at something.
That's a lot. That's a lot of the time.
You're surprised.
Damn, so this is what it feels like.
And you're sitting there and you're focusing on it, and at some point you're thinking about it, and your finger starts to your finger that's touching your chest starts to glow, and you pull it away, and there's like a trail of red like energy coming from your chest to your hand, and then it dissipates.
I see. Pity. And she goes to sleep.
Okay, so when Vico, I know Veldrin's waiting until everyone else goes to sleep, although there are two people that just don't sleep. What are Erin and Spirit doing?
Veldrin's gonna. Sorry, Veldrin wants to wait till everybody's going to bed, but he also wants to like kind of like keep an eye on what Spirit's doing.
And I can play with Peter to increase my bond strength, right? Or help with that.
I believe so. Hold up. Let me pull up the thing. I believe that actually is a thing that you can do. What did I tell you that the starting number was? I think I said 2, probably.
I have it in my notes. Bond strength 2, yeah.
Yeah, okay. Let me pull up real quick. This shouldn't take too long. Pull up this here. Oop. Bam. Right here. During a short rest, I don't see why you wouldn't be able to do it during a long rest as well. Especially because you're not sleeping. Okay, yeah. So, what are you doing with Peter?
I'm gonna play some more rock, paper, scissors. Maybe I'll teach him how to dance.
Maybe dancing.
Nobody puts Peter in a corner.
you're teaching Peter spider dance.
Skip
Out of curiosity, does Erin play any instruments?
Um,
I believe so.
I don't think anyone
Let's
here
create the
does.
band again, guys.
Play an
I
instrument.
do.
Damn it, I
I
need to
play the
learn.
panpipe.
Me, I play the pan flute.
Nice.
Oh, Hoss, in David's campaign, I play the bagpipes.
Oh, Jesus.
I know, right?
Listen,
Yeah,
listen.
So, rock paper scissors. He's working on rock paper scissors. He doesn't really understand because there's not much of a pattern to rock paper scissors. He's just like, throwing it out there, hoping you give some kind of affirmation that he won, and then he's starting to pick up on dancing as well. He's not the greatest yet. So from a statistical standpoint, every 3 times you play with him, it'll increase by 1.
Okay. Do I have to make a roll, or is it just a set thing?
No, it's just a setting. Okay. So is Spirit doing anything, or just?
He's probably just like looking around, just generally trying to like make sure nothing happens. But
Just kind of keeping watch.
yeah, just kind of keep watch. But it doesn't look like he's completely like focused on that.
All right. What's going on with Vico?
Okay, alrighty. So, okay, so Erin is up, Spirit's up, Veldrin's pretending to sleep, or at least he's in a form of rest and realization. Nero's asleep, and Tadriel's asleep.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
And so is Bruise.
So, towards the middle of the night, Vico's asleep. His mind is kind of sort of at rest. When all of a sudden, like in his dreams, he hears.
So, you finally decided to open up a little bit. Give me a little bit of control. Alright, let's take this little baby out for a spin.
Oh my god.
Oh shit.
What is this?
Oh, Jesus.
So good.
And Vico, hold on.
So Vico's body. I have to make the specification. Vico's body rises up. He gets out of
Vico shits his pants.
Oh, stinky. So, anyway, so Vico's body gets up, and he starts, like, putting one foot in front of the other just very sluggishly, as
Like his head lolling back, like he isn't even fully awake.
Yeah, his eyes are like completely red, like not like a glowing red. They're just like blood red, like completely like glazed over red. And he's got like veins popping in his face, and he's like limping towards his head's just very limp, and towards the middle of he gets towards the middle of camp, and he falls to his knees.
Well, haven't had full control like this in, what was it, buddy, 18 years? He's saying this,
He's saying this very loudly. Everyone in camp, I would imagine, everyone who's awake could hear him, and maybe the people who are asleep.
Depending on how light sleepers they are.
Bruce is not a light sleeper.
Bruise is not a light sleeper.
I would say Nero's like medium.
And then Tadriel.
I wouldn't really say what kind of sleeper he is. He's kind of a
Considering,
He's sporadic.
I feel like Tadriel's kind of a heavy sleeper, considering all
He's a
things
big boy.
considered.
All
You know what I
things
mean?
because he's a big boy.
He's a big barbarian boy, and he did a lot today, you know.
Yeah.
Vico, are you feeling alright?
well, not exactly him at the moment. He's gone on vacation temporarily. And he,
Shit, I have to keep switching back and forth. He gets up from his feet and he starts making his way towards like Nero's tent. And as he keeps getting closer, he falls down onto his knees and his hands.
and no!
And he falls completely over on his side and he starts like seizing a bit.
Just a bit.
Just the tiniest bit. Like it's not like he's having a full on seizure. It's not like he's having a full on seizure, but it's like he's like convulsing at a frequent rate, like not frequent enough to, consider it like a seizure. But he starts convulsing and then eventually he like draws a knife. Or he draws that like short sword of his. And it looks like he pulls it up above him, like he's on his back, and he pulls it up above him, like directly above his stomach, and it looks like he's about to come down.
I would like to make a move to stop him.
Is he pulling down?
Right before he can pull down, he just goes completely just limp.
Yeah. And you reach out to stop him, and you basically catch the sword as it's just free falling. His hands are no longer on it. He's unconscious.
And as he starts to go unconscious,
Hey, you. This isn't the last you'll see of me.
Do I have any idea what's going on?
Not a goddamn.
Not a clue.
What?
Yeah.
What was that?
I have no idea. I try to like slap Vico on the cheek.
Does he wake up?
No, he doesn't.
Vico's dead. Oh my god.
Holy shit, he's dead!
No.
Level
The
3 is
amount of
so much
strain
more.
put on his heart is dead.
Yeah.
His brain, it's not even on his heart. It's the amount of strain put on his brain. He just
He
hemorrhaged.
just pop, he just
He just
pops the
hemorrhaged.
blood.
He had an internal like hemorrhage. Just
Yeah.
As opposed to an
Everybody
external
died
one.
today.
in some way, shape, or
Nero
form, we all
died.
failed.
Vico died.
We all failed.
Yeah.
We've all failed in horrific ways today.
Hey, don't lump Spirit into this.
Spirit
Well,
never
no,
fails.
Spirit's resolve failed him.
Spirit never does anything, so he can't fail.
That's a valid point.
Veldrin kind of want to like look at what happened and all, and he just wants to be like, Veldrin just wants to be like he won't get up to go see because he's supposed to be faking his meditation and all, but he'll kind of like peek out from under his hat as much as possible, just be like, what the hell?
Yeah.
Did he say that?
wouldn't
He's
Just
just like
under his
he's just like
breath,
thinking that.
hell?
Like very softly, like
Yes, he will say it under his breath.
Man. What are y'all doing with the now? Or more importantly, Erin, you now have Veldrin's sword in your hand.
You mean Vico's sword?
stab him.
Vico's, sorry, Vico's.
Do what others cannot do.
Get your lore
I'm gonna
right,
put it with
Michael.
my stuff for safekeeping. I'm gonna take any weapons off of him right now.
Well, like he was he just always like he always keeps that short sword just like holstered on his hip just in case, but like on like he always carries around like his main sword. It's just in the sheath. He carries it with his hand, so he left both his gauntlets and his actual sword in there. It's just he kept that sword on him just for, quick self-defense purposes. But he was defending himself from himself.
Well,
It counts. Counts.
eh. I don't know about that in court.
I'm a pretty cool dude, and that's just the facts.
I am taking it away for safekeeping. It is contraband now.
Nobody's allowed to carry swords anymore.
Yeah.
Everyone thank Vico.
How many times have I told you, Vico, no swords in the classroom?
I can't believe we're in Japan.
All I have to say is,
What? You
Oh, we got
fuckers.
that.
You fuckers. You motherfuckers. I will wreak hell on you.
Wow.
so that's my
All
night.
right, boys.
That's also Erin's spirit and Veldrin's
And
night.
Veldrin's night, yeah.
I'm gonna put Vico back where he was, away from Nero's tent, and like put him in the position he was sleeping before.
He's not the heaviest of boys, so you're able to pick him up and move him back.
Yeah, I'm a very light boy.
So
If you hadn't like seen my muscles before, you would have thought I
He's
was
a twink.
malnourished. Yeah, I'm at the bottom. Well, no, Veldrin's at the bottom. I'm slightly built, so just ever so slightly.
Damn.
Yeah,
if you actually look at Veldrin, his arms got some tone to him.
bro, he got some tone.
He
Although
beats
working in the
metal
forge,
for a living.
yeah, that's true. He is working in the forges. I am at the bottom of the twinkometer.
Now, if you look at spirit,
Okay. Well, okay. So
that is
while we
true.
discuss, I'm gonna draw the twinkometer on the map. Just
Okay. Thank
Okay,
you.
just
Thank
an important scale of reference,
yeah, exactly. We have to
Gotta get it.
This is very important.
twink, twonk, and then
Ciao.
bear.
Yes.
Bear. Yeah.
Okay. So
So,
all right, here we have V.
you say that loud.
so you got Bruise. You probably got
Spirit.
Veldrin and Vico.
Why is this the conversation we're having?
Tadriel. Nero
Then
doesn't really
Nero.
fall on this scale because she's a chick.
What? She's buff.
Where's
Well,
Erin though?
that doesn't apply because these are all male terms.
Okay.
Male
These
term.
are
I
all
see how it is.
male homosexual terms.
Exclusion because I'm a girl. I can see how it is.
Homosexual terms.
And then Erin's directly in the middle at twonk. He's not a bear, but he's also not a twink. All right. Anyways,
You're
moving on.
saying Erin's more built than Veldrin and Vico are?
No. So twink does not just apply to your physical stature. It also
Oh
applies
my God.
to.
Why is this a conversation we're having?
Anyways.
Anyways.
We'll continue this after.
Anyways,
We'll
Subject.
continue talking
Anyways.
about twink dynamics afterwards.
we're just gonna do this. Y'all can long rest.
Thank you.
y'all can all hit the long rest button.
Yeah.
I can now cast spells.
Woo!
Sadly.
I can cast more spells that I'll
I
never
can
use.
come back from death slightly.
I can kind of fly.
Kind of fly. I can
I
kind of
can
go
fly
insane.
for a minute.
Oh wait, I already have.
And we only get one of our hit dice back, so
Let's go.
at least we get another
While
one. So
while everybody's resting and all, at some point during the long rest, Belgian wants to go talk to Spirit about seeing the magic on him.
so we
Oh
can
yeah,
long rest.
it is nighttime. You can go do that.
He's just exposing everyone.
I will expose you.
Exposed.
Alright, y'all can. I guess y'all can do that.
I'm gonna mute myself for this. Oh,
Tyler.
Tyler's typing in the Discord.
God damn it.
Okay. It's okay. I'll move the proper Discord screen over into the recording screen so we can see what he's saying.
What convenient timing.
Yeah, honestly though, I was about to mute myself too, and then I just saw him typing. I was like, well, time to unmute. Dude, we're only an hour 30 in. Let's go.
Yeah, that's. I've been looking at how I was like, wow, we've been moving. We've gotten a lot in.
Moving
in
on
this
up.
hour and a half.
Moving on up. the secret side of me hid under lock and key. I was convinced.
Let me hand yours.
Do you want to just have this conversation when you can talk again? Like, I mean, there's always like. I mean, I'll do it. It just seems like, yeah.
Yeah, we can just retcon it, okay?
Yeah, no. Yeah.
So, after the long rest, y'all wake up in the morning, and you are
I'm gonna say
the
Vico
past
doesn't
day is
wake up.
behind you.
I'm gonna say Vico doesn't wake up.
Vico does not wake up.
He's fucking dead.
No, he's dead.
His body is permanently possessed.
I'm gonna say, yeah. Nero wakes up. She grabs her. She grabs the new armor and goes off and changes into that. Comes back 15 minutes later
I'm gonna wake up
because it takes that long.
and I'm gonna go scavenge some rations with my wanderer thing.
Are you looking?
You walk.
Are you trying to find food for everyone, or are you? Oh no!
I'm finding food for. I'm finding as much food as I can, but I'm not
Stockpiling.
telling anybody that I have found food.
You're gonna stockpile it, you whore.
You
really gonna be like
find.
This is why we need to take the means of production. All right.
You're taking it away from the two working class people here.
You're able to find a
Hey, I'm just
a small
semi-servant.
boar, and you literally find a small boar, and you just step out into the open, like right into its territory, and it charges at you. You just catch it by the horns, snap its neck, and carry it back.
It sees you. It gets a heart attack and dies.
Anyway, I'm gonna take it back and can I build like the roasting thing over the fire where you can turn it?
The spit.
Yeah.
You
I'm gonna build that,
a couple
put the pig
steps
on
in.
it, and then do that. Hopefully
Alright.
before
I mean, we're probably all up at this point.
we're having ham for breakfast.
Roll
Okay.
just in general intelligence.
Yes, I'm very intelligent.
Yeah, he is.
He's not.
You have no
stupid.
negative stats. Don't worry about it.
He's not stupid.
And strange.
I'm not stupid, but
You
I'm
are
not
not
intelligent
stupid.
either. That is a.
Then is average, so you're above average intelligence. You just don't know much.
That is another 12.
This is how you cook in D&D.
Pretty good. Pretty good.
So you basically you think, oh, I know how I could do this, and you make like a spit out of just out of sticks that you find, but you know it's not the easiest task in the world, but you do end up managing it. And those of you that are still asleep, you wake up to the smell of cooking pork.
Ooh.
As I come back fully dressed, I notice he's cooking, and I take out my mess kit, which I didn't know I have. And I have no idea how to get water and stuff. I mean, well, I do. This has plates and stuff, so I will like get plates out for everyone and utensils.
Bungo, this is back.
And we can actually.
Bruise unhinges jaw, eats entire boar.
Oh boy.
Do you remember to put an apple
Is
in his
Vico
mouth?
still asleep?
At the moment, yes.
Actually, yeah. Can I put one of the berries that are blue into the pig's mouth? Because I've got 20 berries that are blue.
Jesus, man.
So I'm
All right, you've got 19. It doesn't like. Are you doing that like while it's cooking or just?
Yes.
Okay.
I'm shoving it in as far. Not as far, but I'm shoving it in into the
Shove
mouth.
it in.
Hey. Okay.
Michael.
Weirdly artistic.
Autistic?
It doesn't do what you'd expect berries to do when you cook them like that. It doesn't like dissolve or anything. It actually remains a berry. Just in the hog's mouth.
All
Very
right.
Intriguing.
interesting.
Intriguing.
Michael.
Quite interesting.
Yes.
Would it be possible that during that long rest, when Veldrin's not pretending to be asleep and he's not talking to Spirit, could Veldrin have used an infusion on his armor?
Yeah.
Yeah, I want to put the enhanced defense on my armor during that long rest.
Alright.
So on the AC.
That's right. You get.
Also, I would like to say that when I was doing the voice mod, that was what Vico sounded like. It wasn't just
Yeah.
just figured.
It wasn't just for dramatic effect.
Yeah, no, it was. I just figured I'd make that.
So I guess after everyone eats and Vico's still not getting up.
It's not bad. The food is not bad. It's obviously it's literally just pork that has been cooked with nothing on it. So
Hey, please,
It's
take the
white
honors.
people food. It's white people food.
Yeah.
Okay, so I asked Bruise, it's like, may I do the honors?
Sure, Tadriel.
I chop it to pieces with my greatsword.
Please
That
tell me you
has goblin
cleaned it.
blood.
Please tell
That has
tell
goblin
me.
blood on it.
Yeah.
Nope, it's not clean.
Wait, Tadriel. You have to clean it first.
You didn't clean it before you cooked it?
Even Bruise, the one who's an outlander, knows he has to clean his blade before he can cut food with it.
Tadriel.
You slice down zombies and other things with that blade.
Yeah,
You haven't even taken care
Fungus,
of it yet.
zombies, cultists.
Tadriel.
When was the last time any of you washed your hands?
You pop that thing like a zit. Remember?
Nero's about to speak and then thinks, then shuts up.
Yeah, fair point.
You're right. Fair point.
that's different, but okay.
By the way, I'd like
Hey.
to investigate Vico and see like if he's okay.
He seems fine. If anything, it seems like in the little bit of like medical history that you have, like you have a bit of knowledge in a lot of fields. You have a specialty, but you know a good bit. And if anything, it's just closer to he's been through like something traumatic, and he seems fine though. If there's anything lasting, it'll be emotional.
Okay.
I'm gonna walk over to Vico, I guess, after we eat, and he's still not up.
Belgian will
And
slip
I'm-
some of the pork from the boar to Rexy.
And I will,
Rexy.
I will lightly
Delicious.
tap his cheek to see if he gets up.
I don't know, Michael. This is up to you. I leave it in your hands. Does Vico wake
He's
up
dead.
When she does what?
when she taps his cheek? I'll leave this up to you. Because
No,
I
he's-
have a feeling. Because like I have something I want to do, but I don't want to derail everything.
Yeah, No, he doesn't wake up. It's like if you've ever seen someone who like goes on like multi-day long trips and then comes home exhausted and then sleeps for like 16 hours straight. It's like that.
Does Erin tell her what happened last night?
Now, I'd like to ask you first.
Belgian keeps his mouth shut about everything.
Does he have a
That-
history of mental illness in his family? Well, you see
I don't
about
think
that.
he's. Tadriel.
Yes.
She waves him over.
What's going on, Nero?
I don't think Vico's well. It's not like him to stay asleep this long.
Yeah.
Especially not
Yesterday was a lot on
responding.
yesterday was a lot on all of us.
Yeah, but I don't know. I don't feel like he went through as much as everyone else. Maybe I haven't
Wow.
looked at it.
Wow.
That hurts. That cuts
Well-
deep, David. It's the truth, but it still hurts.
Like you didn't go through as much
No, but
exhaustion as everyone else.
still. No, yeah, no.
It's not like you would. I mean, I don't know what happened last night. But even then,
No, but still.
yeah. No, even then, you know. Well,
Ugh, I wouldn't think too much of it.
maybe. All right. Well,
Vico's usually pretty sullen. It doesn't really seem out of the ordinary.
Yeah.
uh,
It's the truth. It's
Him
the truth,
being
though.
asleep is
Yes,
It
the
is
same.
the
has
truth,
been
though.
Him being asleep is
rather-
the same as him being unconscious.
he has been getting
And-
rather. He has been changing quite a lot recently.
Oh,
I
the
know it's a
times
phase.
they are changing.
I don't know if it's a phase or
Michael.
not. I really hope it is.
Once he manages to pull himself out of bed, I'm sure he'll be fine.
Yeah, but I feel like we're gonna be leaving soon. If he doesn't get up anytime soon, well,
Would you like
Then
to be
he's
taken
dead.
if that's the case?
Break
I
his neck.
would. But I think that would be more of harm than good.
Okay, we'll just carry him then.
I give some pork to Spirit if he hasn't taken any already.
He
Does,
really is
does
your
anyone
child.
Well,
Does anyone
I
eat
just
the,
noticed that he hasn't spoken
I do.
to me yet in a while.
Yeah,
Does
I tried
anyone
to like
eat
ask
the,
him, and he's doing it up.
Does anyone eat the berry that was in
I
his
will.
mouth?
I will.
Thank you. I will not.
Wait, I called it first.
Oh.
It's a singular berry. There are more.
But it didn't burn. But I eat it.
So, you said you ate it?
Yep, I am indeed the one that said it.
You ate it? It was very, very cold.
My God.
Which is weird. And, it actually, there's this sensation of, like, a little bit of a chill, down your hands. Ooh. And that feeling actually lingers there.
On my hands?
Mm-hmm.
Paralysis berry.
Damn. Like, do they feel numb, or do they just feel really cold?
It's not super cold. It's basically like
Like
if
a
you've
cold
ever
shake.
put your hand like near a block of ice, and you feel like the cold coming off of it, your hand
Yeah.
feels like it's just like in a refrigerator.
Yeah. Ooh, that's cold. Well, I kind of want to do something, but I don't think Nero would do anything. It'd be really weird.
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 Does anything happen when she like grabs all she gets all the plates and stuff?
And she just like packs up. And
Yeah.
Gets ready to go. So
Like her mess kit, her bedroll, all she has.
So y'all are planning to just set off?
Yep,
So-
start the
well,
journey.
So as they're all packing their stuff, while they're all packing their stuff, Vico emerges from his tent.
Could I have Veldrin sitting outside the tent like before he wakes up, just kind of like watching the area because Veldrin had nothing to pack?
He's got
Sure.
like he's got the million-yard stare, and he's staring at the ground as he walks. Notice how it's a
Vico.
million-yard stare, not 1,000-yard stare. It's many, many more.
Vico.
Veldrin,
Finally
as soon as Veldrin sees the flaps of it open, he'll like stand up and put his hand on Vico's shoulder and just kind of like whisper and he's like, "Hey, you all right, man? You okay?"
I would much rather not talk about that right now.
It's all right. I won't tell anyone else. Like he's whispering this, by the way.
Yeah.
I won't tell anyone else. Just
Vico.
you good? Are you?
Oh, you're finally awake.
And he'll kind of shut up as he'll kind of like drop it and back away as everybody else gets closer.
And she notices your very depressed demeanor. She frowns. The matter?
Yes.
You look
No.
more southern than.
Everything's. He kind of rounds the corner of the tent and he starts throwing up profusely.
Oh dear. Oh my.
Here, have some ham.
Hello, friend. You've been traumatized for the rest of your life. Ham.
Bruce, not
Vico,
no.
you don't your usual chipper self today.
No.
Veldrin
As she goes next to Vico and like pats his back. Are you okay? What the hell? You don't. Are you sick?
Let's just focus. Let's just focus.
She like grabs your face and she looks at you like, "Are you sick? Are you actually sick?
Let's just focus.
You've never gone sick."
Let's just focus on getting back home for the time.
No, don't throw up on me.
No, he just kind of gags. He just kind of gags and. Don't worry about me. Just worry about getting home.
I take a slab of ham and throw it across. Right at Vico.
She's like pouting.
I say, "Here, catch."
She's like pouting, and then a slice of ham just slams Vico on the face.
And on that note, y'all set off eventually.
Do we wanna have that quick conversation real quick?
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Y'all can retcon that.
Oh, that too.
Retcon that in.
Since you're back now.
I am on push to talk though right now because I do not have my headphones connected, so I will echo if I'm not on push to talk. So might be a little broken. This might be a little broken, so we'll see. But so night Veldrin, once he sees most people asleep and all, he's gonna kind of like get up and all, and like as quietly and as he can, he wants to slowly walk over to Spirit and sit down next to him. And just kind of like, at first, just kind of stare up at like the sky without saying anything, without his hat on either, because it's night. He doesn't like his hat on at night. And he looks at the sky, just kind of staring at everything, and then looks down at Spirit. And he has Rexy out and comes sit next to him in his lap, and he's just like, "So, you know a bit about my secret? Let me in on yours."
Yeah, Spirit was probably oblivious the entire time. He's probably like in his little, his drawing book. He's just drawing something, and then he hears this. He goes like, "Secret! I don't have any secret."
It's kind of hard to hide when I could sense it.
My voice is really bad for your Belgian today.
It's fine. It's all good.
Since what?
I used detect magic earlier on the staff. You saw it yourself. There's something in you. What was that? You're magical and you're hiding it.
I don't. What?
Veldrin saw like it was not like how you see like your own equipment or like Regina's bag or anything like that, where it's like, oh, there are all these different like types of magic. No, you just saw like his entire body was just exuding enchantment, nothing else.
Are you human? Are you alive?
He's not human.
To the
No.
first, to answer the first question, no.
I was originally going to accidentally, like half accidentally, make a reference to like the freeze quote. Are you human? From the DBZ Abridged when I looked at his profile picture. Like I looked at his profile picture and I'm like, I need to do that. And then I was like, wait, no, this dude is not human. He's Dragonborn. And I think about it,
Are
it's
you
like,
Dragonborn?
are you alive? Are you like? Wait, did you wait? You have amnesia, don't you? You have amnesia, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
Why do you radiate enchantments? You feel like it's something enchanted.
What?
I'm getting nowhere with this.
I'm getting nowhere with this.
Look. All I had to say is, I used detect magic earlier back when we were still in the church. I used it, and I sensed enchantment magic coming from you. Do you have any idea what it is?
I think spirit visibly will start like freaking out, but like doesn't answer the question.
All right. So this goes back to what I said at first. You know my secret, so tell me yours.
I don't know.
Veldrin wants to like, in a way, just kind of like basically stare down Spirit and kind of like, not for intimidation, but more so he wants to stare at him and see if he can try to see if he's telling the truth or not, like insight or something.
I mean, you can roll insight.
I shall, I guess.
I shall.
Yes.
Wow.
Does Veldrin have any reason to believe that Spirit's lying to him? I mean,
I just realized I wasn't holding push talk when I tried to talk just now. Veldrin just more so, first of all, does not trust most of the people here, and he has no reason to believe Spirit's lying to him. But he more so is just like, he wants to know if, like, not if Spirit is. He just wants.
No, I'm saying.
He wants to know. Sorry.
I'm saying like for Ben, 'cause this is a player role.
Sorry. What?
Like, is Spirit doing anything to indicate that he's lying, or is he just like freaking out?
So the last couple of things he's just freaking out. He's not lying about it.
At that point, when Veldrin realized that, he'll kind of like droop his eyes, just like, and like sigh, like, mate. I don't know if you really don't know what it is. Just make note of it. I won't tell anyone. And he'll kind of pick up Rexy and just go back over to his spot and like put his bucket hat right over his eyes and just go back to his trance thing.
Okay. Good night.
So
Snap back to reality.
Snap back to reality. Y'all are getting on the road. I'm not sure. Here's the better question: where are y'all going? Like, what are y'all just heading home? Like, which direction are you going?
That's what I was gonna ask. Like, I asked the group as Nero. So, what's the plan now?
I thought we were just gonna head back to the city.
I mean, we can.
Over.
We're kind of criminals, probably, sort of, maybe.
Vico is right. Vico is right. We did abandon ship, technically.
Well, we weren't given us a time period to investigate this cult, right?
Valid
Yeah,
point.
but we didn't give any communication that we were leaving.
Okay, I'm back.
I'm pretty sure we were at least supposed to tell them where we were going.
I don't think they'll hold it against us, considering the circumstances.
They might not believe us.
Exactly. They've only allowed us to go because of the political clout that I have. But this is the second time now that we I mean, it's not the second time, but it's the second time that we've done something, or at least I've done something.
I have
And
an
you guys
idea.
are my accomplice.
I have an idea. Spirit. You have a drawing book, yes?
Yeah.
Are you good at landscapes by any chance?
I mean, I guess if you give me enough time.
Could you draw the scenes we pass on our way home? And we can use that as a sort of proof that we did indeed come this way.
They can just say that's forged.
They could verify it by coming this way themselves.
They're not gonna do that.
I doubt it.
Well, if they doubt us, then
Look, I don't think law enforcement will be on our side for long, if they already aren't. We were tasked to find out what this cult is, and we still haven't figured it out. However, we do know they're in the area, at least.
Okay.
So how about
Maybe we search the area and try to find anything that leads back to them.
my point exactly? Just to look around. And if we don't find anything, might as well try to return home. And that way, if we do find anything, we have proof that we did, in fact, find something. We're not going back empty-handed.
I'm alright with that.
Sounds reasonable to me.
That should work.
And also, it looks pretty sus that we, kidnapped the dude. A priest, nonetheless.
That's very true.
By the
No doubt
way, we're
about
bringing him.
Very suspicious.
Is he awake?
Very suspicious.
The old man.
Yeah.
We left him inside.
Weird
They
question
leave
for
him
the minute
inside.
that like my
Yeah.
internet like shit itself. I'm kind of using my phone now. What happened? We just did the spirit indulgent conversation in the middle of the night. I see.
That's
Nothing
about it.
really important happened.
Yes. Yes, I can see that. So, you go back in. He's gone. Actually,
Like completely?
like you left him by the brazier, and you go back, and he's not there.
Huh.
Oh, shit.
This does not bode well.
Why do we leave
Do
him
we-
by the brazier?
Okay.
Do
Before
we
we
want
head
to look
off,
for him?
before we head off,
Mhm.
should we try the chapel one last time?
To see if it's open?
Just one final attempt.
Might as well. No
Before we
harm
set
Might
off,
as well. We have nothing. Might as well.
before we set off on an arduous and long and difficult trek, I believe we should at least take one more look at this door.
Absolutely.
No harm
Bruise.
in trying.
So if we just to speed this up, if we do go, like when we do it, does anything matter? Does it actually open?
It's still locked.
Yeah. Damn.
Cheers.
While they go to do this Veldrin season
I'm
before this,
excited. I'm excited
Veldrin-
for the next adventures.
I'm gonna
Veldrin
take
lets
a.
Rexy out and like actually lets him walk around with him instead of keeping him in the backpack now.
I'm gonna take a look around to see if I can find the priest.
The priest?
Yeah,
Well, he was a priest instead.
this priest is scared.
The
The old man.
oh yeah. You look around the dungeon.
Just like speed run.
You look around. You go about the area. You don't actually find anything.
Oh shit,
He's like gone.
Holy shit. Okay, so either A, he was working with them, or B, he actually left. Like he's out there somewhere.
And presumably died.
Audi 5000.
Yeah. Unless he's working with them and he's still alive. Oh well.
Perhaps.
None of our business now. He left
well.
the safety of the dungeon. It's none of our concerns.
He didn't try and kill us, that's all that matters.
So, now that we have an idea of what we want to do, which way do we go? Do we go north, east?
Might as well.
Just walk?
We have no other way to get around, so yes.
Alright.
No.
We can try spiraling outward from the temple. Taking a path to search basically the whole area within a certain radius.
Interesting. I like that idea.
And then, should we need to return here, we won't be too far out until we actually decide that we would like to begin the full trek home.
Alright. I think we have. I like that idea.
Is that a radius?
That's a big ass radius.
I don't think we're going that far. Are we?
We're like looking at the entire freaking country at that point.
Valid point.
Yeah, we don't. We just want to go roughly around maybe like what 100 miles. Is that too far? No, like 50.
On foot? That's pretty far, but I mean, depending on how much time y'all are planning to invest in it.
Maybe like I don't. Maybe I don't know. I don't know how many of you guys want to spend. I would say maybe 2 days at most. Just search around. Try to find any way that we can find the cultists that left there.
Well, he was a cultist.
I support this idea.
He was a priest.
Well, no, I don't care about the priest. I care about the cultists. I was talking about the cultists, like where the cultists went.
We should likely.
Because if Spirit like saw them leave through this way, then that means they have to be like this is the area they have to be in, or at least hopefully they're in. So by searching around, maybe we'll find a clue into which direction they are, and then go that direction.
Okay.
That's Nero's plan.
Fairly sound. We could get one step closer to achieving our original mission.
Yes, indeed. I'd rather return with something than with nothing.
Veldrin just decides to stick around Erin the whole time and play with Rexy. He's not really interested in looking, but he just wants to see if they can have Rexy. He's just glad he has Rexy out now.
Cute.
Do we have any other, like, anyone else have an idea, or we're gonna go with mine?
Spiral out and see what
Yeah, your idea. Spiral out.
Alright. So, how are we doing the marching order?
I'm gonna say that right now, actually, Vico is gonna be towards the back. He's not in condition.
I would like to actually, while we're walking, I'd like to go back and have a private conversation with Vico.
Okay, Veldrin will not do what he was planning to do. I was gonna
be next to Bruise.
I was gonna change it and make Veldrin stand next to Vico to make sure he's like health wise, like he's okay while they're walking and all. But you can do that, it's fine.
Yeah, I'll
I mean,
stand
y'all
by.
can both do that.
I'll stand in the back.
I mean, if you said you want it private, so I mean, I guess I can do it, and I'll just stand a little further away, and like to where I can't hear their conversation.
And then
I guess.
when Erin peels off, he can approach.
I guess.
Yeah.
So I guess Nero will be towards the front then.
Yeah. Taking a roll of
Edwin.
caboose.
Yeah. I guess it was her idea, so she'll be the one leading the charge.
I'm in the back.
God damn, everyone's in the back. Fuck.
No, everyone's afraid of taking the lead.
Yeah, everyone's
I
100 feet behind Nero.
I mean, Nero, unless you want me
Like,
right next
Nero's
to
been-
you.
Hey,
Nero's been walking like.
I don't think she'd mind, but
Nero's been walking by herself for like 100, like for like an hour. She looks behind, no one's with her. Like the fuck.
Everyone was just
Vico, are you
getting
okay?
behind the person behind them.
No, it's just like everyone's huddled around Vico. Are you okay? No.
Okay.
Gee, wait, did I miss the memo?
Y'all get moving. You start, I guess, scouting the perimeter, getting a good idea of, what the lay of the land is, any potential threats, anything that indicates cult activity. Can everyone roll perception or survival?
okay. On that note, Michael, how shady?
16.
How much tree coverage? How much tree coverage do we have? Like, how much of a canopy do the trees form? Because that will determine if I have disadvantage or not. Because I'm a dark elf, I have disadvantage in sunlight.
It varies from place to place. However, for the most part, it's a thick enough canopy to where you'll have shade.
So, Michael, you said perception or survival?
Perception or survival.
So I have a
Either
+2
one.
in both.
I
So.
rolled.
Let's go, Spirit.
Okay, it doesn't matter at the end of the day.
Yeah.
Everyone is terrible at this.
Hey, me and Spirit, we got
Yeah,
16.
I got a
It's because I used
11.
D20. It's because I used D20. I should have just rolled my actual die, but no.
You really should have just rolled it. I don't know why you did the stupid thing of using the computer.
I don't know, man.
So did me and Spirit get it?
Yeah.
Yay.
So, I was saying, what did Bruise get? Because I didn't hear.
I got an 11.
Okay. So, y'all are scouting around. Eventually, what are y'all's mods? Do y'all have the same mod or?
For survival, I don't have anything in survival.
I have a +3.
Okay. So
+3.
y'all are going around, and Spirit notices it first, and then Nero soon after does as well. You notice rhino tracks.
What?
You're-
Wait,
Did you
what?
just say rhino?
Rhino?
you notice tracks. You notice there are tracks, and you look at it, it's like, oh, that's a rhinoceros.
Oh,
Spirit
God.
goes, that's a large animal.
Looking at the ground, seeing tracks. Like, oh yeah, the rhinos. They live around here.
Spirit has no idea what that is. Nero's like, what the fuck?
That's also a good point. Spirit has no idea what those are.
There are large animal tracks.
Spirit has no idea what
And then, and then, and then Nero
Do you
sees
know
it.
what a rhino is?
I don't think so.
No, not really.
No, Belgium doesn't know what a rhino is either. Yeah.
Yeah, Nero sees this and just like,
Okay.
this appears to be rhinoceros tracks. She tilts her head and she points at them, leading off that way.
What in the hell is a rhino?
How do I explain this?
What's a rhino?
Oh dear. So.
Please tell us, teacher.
Oh. God.
It's like a big mean cow.
You know
with
she'd
one
do
eye.
anything. You know she'd do anything for Bruise.
So. Imagine. Do you guys know what a unicorn is? At least.
Belgium unicorn is.
What is a unicorn?
No.
Oh dear.
What nonsense is you
guy?
speaking?
Okay, have you seen a deer?
What is that?
Oh no. A horse? you have seen a horse.
Mm,
So you have
what are those?
horses.
Oh,
You have to
rode
think
with
about
one.
it. Oh.
You rode with one on our way to the fortress.
Oh,
Yeah, those animals. Yeah, those.
big donkey.
So basically, so a rhino. Imagine a rhino as a gray horse that's fatter, and has a horn, a very sharp horn, on the top of its forehead, and a baby horn right below it. And she's like, she does the motion on it too, like she puts a hand over her head as like to show to spirit.
I'm not stupid, you know.
I know that. I was just, demonstrating.
Okay.
Demonstrating.
So that's what a
By the way,
rhino is. And they're also really dangerous. And they also don't live in this kind of terrain.
by the way,
So
when can I
I
have
think
a
we
talk
should
with
follow
Vico?
the tracks.
I do as well.
It could lead to something very
This is
interesting.
dangerous.
Did you just say they're dangerous? Why are we following?
Because as I said, they don't belong in this terrain.
Well, neither do
Literally.
you.
It's
I
our
don't
Going.
follow you
Right.
either.
It's a clue, damn it.
But we don't belong here. Where's it going?
Everyone just missed Veldrin's amazing ass
Yeah. So, yeah, y'all get on your way, and now
We follow
Erin
the
and
track.
Vico can have their little chat about mental health.
Audience at home, we do this for you. We are in no way professional medical experts, alright? Gotta preface that, alright?
Vico, do you remember what happened last night?
Yeah. In far too much detail.
Are you comfortable explaining what it was, or
Imagine a night terror. One in which you are trapped inside your own body, and you feel impulse to commit this heinous act, and as much as you don't want to, it's almost as if you're being forced to go along with it.
see?
Then he
How-
kind of he like adjusts the collar on his duster, and he kind of like pops the collar up.
I'm trying to be cool.
You gotta get rid of gotta edge the pain away.
So has this happened before?
No, I haven't felt something like this in a very, very long time.
I see. Is there anything I can do to help?
No, not at the moment. I hope that this is a one-time only thing.
Okay.
Thank you, though. Couldn't
Well,
have been
I have
easy
your sword.
dealing with me like that.
It was a bit shocking, but if you ever need help, if you're ever in that state, do you have any sort of control?
Not one bit. I luckily last night I was able to get just a little bit of control back over me.
I see. Well, if it does happen again, I'll do my best to make sure you don't harm yourself.
And if it would help, a lot if you did not mention this to Nero or Tadriel.
Will do.
Thank you.
So, y'all.
I hand him back his sword.
Oh yeah, yeah.
Did the music start right after you finished that conversation? Because I completely could not hear it the entire time we had the conversation. And then after it picked up, and it just felt like such perfect timing.
It re-looped.
Yeah.
So.
Gotta agree with Erin.
So y'all continue along, following these tracks, and eventually you notice, okay, we're definitely coming up on wherever this animal is. And as you get closer, like as you start to realize, okay, these tracks are getting fresher and fresher, the ground on either side of them, you start to notice is like almost think of like sand gardening. Like it's been raked almost.
Oh.
It very interesting.
Interesting.
Very.
And eventually you get to a point where you can actually see in the distance, not just a rhino. At this point, you can smell it. It's it's like, think of when you're at a zoo. It's like that smell.
The shit smell.
From the shit smell.
Nero, why'd you let one rip?
She's all the
I'll
way
let
up in
that
the
one
front.
go. Yep.
Yeah. That's how bad it smells.
Yeah.
There are about 8 rhinos.
Was there something wrong with that pig?
There are about 8 rhinos.
Don't
They're all
encourage
being
it.
ridden by what appear to be very large men.
Are they women, or are
Veldrin, this
they,
is your speciality.
or are they something else?
They have very complicated saddles.
Are they human, or are they?
I'd say, yeah, you're familiar enough. They're orc.
They're orc. All right. Interesting. Are there many orcs in Titan, or like?
In Titan, there are a few, but they're native. The area that they are native to is very far away. So they're not a frequent find.
Yeah.
Veldrin kind of elbows to Vico. He's like,
Hey, do you think they're friendly? Or are they like part of those cultist guys?
Michael.
Yes.
To answer that question, I'd like to roll a history check to see if I can see remember anything about like orcs and if they are not friendly.
Yeah. Roll history.
Big bet.
I want to as well.
I should.
I love
Erin.
Fuck.
I love how I have a -1 in history. It works so well thematically. Because I know the
I was
history.
so close to a
I'm
nat
just
20,
a
and I
blind
hate
idiot.
that.
I got a 6.
I got a 4.
Oh wait, no.
Yeah.
Oh no, that's a 4.
Much.
Sorry, I got a 3.
Yeah, you're really not
I got
sure.
a 4.
Yeah, Nero isn't sure either. What did Erin get?
I haven't rolled yet. History?
Yep.
Did.
I've got my
Damn.
eye on you, Flip.
Damn, we are.
It varies a lot from tribe to tribe, based on their chieftains. There are some that are much more warlike, and there are some that are much more intelligent and civilized. It really just depends on which set you're dealing with. You can't really tell which ones these are.
boy, he went and crumped himself.
Do they have any weapons on them?
Yes.
Alright.
How many of them are there?
6.
8.
8.
Oh,
Shit.
they're all the broad rhinos.
Scheiße, Dice und
Yep.
Scheiße.
With very, very complicated saddles that have, what appear to me, it's at a distance, so you can't really tell that they're not normal.
Veldrin will, like, as hard as he can from the distance he had, to like, just stare at the saddles, just like, what in the hell? Like, wondering what they are, and, like, why, like, because he can tell they're different, probably. He's just like,
Elves have the same thing that elves have with vision.
what do you mean?
Because elves have can see clearly up to a mile. I know that that drow have like that their vision is affected by like the light levels, but with their normal vision, is it just? Here, let me just Google it.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now. No, I don't think. No, they don't have it. I think you have to be a certain type of elf for that, because it's not just a base elf feat. It looks like.
Okay. So
your dark vision, the dark vision for elves is for dark elves and normal elves is. Well, actually, no. Dark vision for dark elves is doubled, but other than that,
yeah.
That's
I think it's wood elves can see clearly up to a mile, which is insanely powerful. But
yeah, it is.
That's elves for you.
that's elves for you. OP.
Wait a second.
Yeah, Nero turns around to the others. So, do we want to talk to them?
Well, don't see why not.
Find out some
Could be
information.
hostile. That is
They
one
very well
reason.
could be. They are armed. But
So would they.
we could take a gamble, and if they're not hostile, we could learn some information. It's up to y'all. I feel like we came all this way, might as well ask them.
It's completely up to y'all.
And if they
because
respond
out
with
of it-
force, yeah. And if they respond
How
with
about,
force,
we send one person out, the rest of us stay hidden just in case
uh,
they are.
Who's
No.
the least physically intimidating and who is the least likely to incite conflict?
even worse.
or Spirit Erin, yeah.
Hold on.
Spirit Aaron, yeah.
I would not
I would send Aaron
think
out,
that
though.
would be a great idea. Because
Send
if they do it,
Erin, can you give me another history check? This is for a slightly different thing.
because if they do attack, and let's say
Nine.
Spirit is the
Nine.
one there,
You would know that the orcs overarchingly, so orcs will war with each other amongst their own tribes, but also especially the ones that are on the borders of the forest are at war, are generally fighting for territory with the Dragonborns.
Yeah, Spirit's not the best choice.
exactly. And I don't believe we should leave someone out, single someone out, for them to get gangbanged.
That's why.
Wow.
Very metaphorical.
Wow. Alright.
What if he's in
I
the
thought that's
company? What if he's
energetic,
in
y'all
Spirit? What if he's in Spirit and Bruise?
Again,
No, we do.
I'd listen
would
to
not
Aaron
recommend
here,
it.
I'd say just Bruise.
These
I
orcs
don't-
are likely at war with Dragonborns, just from faction maps I've seen in the library.
I mean, I'll go over there, but
Why-
are you sure
why
they're
should we
more
hide?
inclined to talk to me?
Why should we just hide? Why can't we just all talk to them?
How about this? Let's put away our weapons. Holster
If we
them.
don't, if we don't
And-
show we're hostile,
Veldrin picks up
It might
Rexy.
Peace.
Veldrin picks up Rexy.
Now, the only problem with this course of action, according to Erin, is, of course, spirit.
Then maybe Spirit should hang back.
Yes.
So
Can-
how about
are you
Bruise
good
and
at hiding,
Stay
Spirit?
back.
That bag of holding would have been very useful right about now.
Yeah, just stuff it in the bag of holding.
No, I could have made a bag of holding instead of giving my armor extra defense, but fuck that right
It's
now.
alright. Yeah.
Literally would have died, guys. Thanks for the
So, yeah. I think
Well, did you
Spirit.
pick Infiltrator or Guardian?
I don't have arcane armor yet. I used the enhanced defense.
I'm gonna say Spirit and Bruce hang back while the rest of us go.
Oh, what's wrong
So
with
Bruce
Bruce?
can protect Spirit just in case they get ambushed behind.
No, I got you.
Also, Bruise is very intimidating.
Yeah.
So are they.
But we don't want to
We don't
challenge
want
them on intimidation.
I
We want
guess.
diplomacy.
That's one of the least things we want to do right about now.
Exactly.
Yeah. Oh well, let's go talk to them.
Indeed.
So
We will walk.
you just approach them with no weapons out. Just
Yep. We have our weapons on us, but we don't.
they're on you, but like they're not out.
Yeah.
Okay.
we're just-
Veldrin at this point is carrying Rexy in his arms.
We're walking. I suppose we're walking slowly, as if.
Yeah. So as y'all are walking, as y'all start to get closer, one of them seems to notice y'all, and he like says something to the other ones, and they turn around and start riding over. Those of you that are like aware, like so, Erin, Nero to an extent, that are aware of like orc culture. It's like y'all know that they manage metalwork. However, their weapons are like gorgeous. And Veldrin would notice this as well. That I mean, he wouldn't know that it's out of the ordinary, but he would because he doesn't really know. But he's walking up, and their weapons are like their orcs, and their weapons are like beautifully ornate. Like they're absolutely gorgeous. As well as
gorgeous.
Any stray pieces of armor that they're wearing, like bracers, all of it is like incredibly well made. And the saddles on their rhinos that they're wearing look to be like full of little gadgets. Looks like it's got like nets wrapped around it, and additionally on the backs of them, there are what look like little rakes that go down behind them.
Fascinating.
So then when they walk, it immediately covers their tracks.
That is
Out
of character. That is so genius, kind of. And as they approach you, oh, sorry. I'm just gonna put that aside. Veldrin's the first one to speak up. He's just straight up, just like, "Who made your weapons?" As they're approaching you, they pretty much ignore the question.
Tell me they said common.
One of them says in common. Says, "Who are you? What are you doing in these forests?"
Just travelers passing by. Sorry if we're intruding. We're kind of lost.
Mostly human travelers in the middle of our territory. What do you mean?
It's a long story.
We're a little bit stranded,
More or less.
to put it simply.
one of them behind him that's got like his skin. Most of them have like very gray skin. They're very they're built. They're they're huge tusks sticking out of their mouths. One of them behind him and to his right has like surprisingly red skin. And he comes up behind him and he says, "Clearly they're spies. We should just take them out." And the guy that was initially talking to you literally just like slaps him across the face and is like, "We thought you know our orders."
Why?
We are not.
Just a quick question. Why exactly? Who might we be spying for? What is the situation here?
We are at war on multiple fronts on a daily basis. You could be spies for any number of our enemies, including but not limited to Dragonborns. And he levels his eyes at Spirit.
He's not there.
I stand in front of Spirit.
Spirit's not there.
I didn't realize. Sorry, I didn't realize Spirit was left behind.
Me and Spirit held back.
Yeah, they're back there.
I mean, we're not far back. We're like probably like a good.
We're in like the tree line, probably
70 feet. Yeah, we're definitely behind, but we are still following from a distance.
Sorry, retcon that. I thought that after deliberation, Spirit came with. Sorry.
No.
And he says, "You could be spies for any number of our enemies, including the men that are in the mountain, the other tribes that may have captured you from wherever, or the Dragonborns. We're fighting all three. And honestly, I have no reason to believe that you're spies. If you just come with me, we can ask you some questions." And then we don't know.
Can you introduce me who made your weapons?
Oh boy.
Our chieftain Goldick. Goldick Bitterhammer.
I would like to talk to him about weapons. I want to know. I want to know where he learned that.
You will talk to him about what he wants to talk about.
Does he like talking about weapons?
He so chooses.
Alright, fine.
The redskin guy is like basically just he's like half sulking, half like grumbling.
He just wants to fight some bad guys.
Like he's got like his like a hand like on his like great axe that he's got on his back, like tapping it, and the guy that's talking to the orc that's talking to you literally turns to him here because he's like tapping it, so he hears it and he turns around and he's like, "Just go back. We'll take it from here." And the red-skinned orc like growls and just starts pulls on the reins of his rhino and starts going off.
And the Red Hulk drives the distance.
The Red Hulk. So, where will you be taking us? If you'd be so kind.
We have a village up north. It's about a day. If you'll come with us without resisting, he looks at just all of your weapons that are like very visible. He's like, then maybe we can arrange for you to be at least friendly with the community.
Sure.
I'm thinking about this now, but honestly, I feel like Veldrin looks like one of the least threatening, considering he's literally carrying hammers that he uses to forge with. Like, you can tell they're not meant for war. Like,
yeah.
So, by the way, what's your name? If you wouldn't mind.
My name's Blue Rock. I'm the leader of our scouting group. That poor soul that you that just went off. His name's Utha.
Utha?
Nope. I misspoke because my fan
miscalculated.
Spending's a good trick.
Spinning's a good trick.
Here it is. Yeah, Uthark. He doesn't exactly have much rank anymore. And from behind him, the guy actually comes back, and he hears the footsteps of the rhino. He turns around and he yells in his face, "Go home!" And he looks at him, and he looks down at Veldrin with his hammers, and he's just like pathetic. And then he like pulls on his reins again and like takes off.
Veldrin internally cries.
Quick question.
So what's the scouter captain's name again? Sorry.
Lurag.
It's Lurag.
Lurag.
Can me and Spirit hear what's going on?
Probably not.
Depends how far away are you. If you're far away enough to where he doesn't realize that there's Dragonborn in the party, then probably not.
Okay. That's probably what happened.
So he gives a signal to the others in his group, and they like get in a formation around you essentially, so that you're in the center of their riding formation, and they start to walk. Rather trot.
Wait, why don't we have 2 more people that need to come with us.
Yeah, I know. Lurag, was it?
Yes.
I hope that doesn't come out as worrisome, but we do have 2 other people with us.
And?
Well, we're just hoping you won't get too upset. We bring them along as well.
Problem.
Well,
out. What's the problem?
One of them is a Dragonborn with amnesia.
Jeez, a Dragonborn, yes.
He's not much of a threat, he's but a child.
He really is. Doesn't even know what a rhino is.
Very passive.
He chuckles slightly at that last comment. That isn't exactly not incriminating, but Goldick is good at getting things straight.
That's good.
Oh,
We would
come
like
on.
things straight.
Signal them to come out of hiding wherever they are.
I don't want to be grilled.
Veldrin whistles back to them.
Yeah.
I
don't wanna be.
Come on, Spirit. They're summoning us.
We're being summoned.
Oh, okay.
I'm walking first.
I'm doing the usual spirit thing.
I just love imagining like they're expecting a Dragonborn to walk out, and they just see this huge like 8 feet tall guy walk out with like a tiny
It's like Thanos.
wrapped around his leg.
It's like Thanos coming out of like the portal, and then you just see this fucking a baby Dragonborn hold on to it.
Yeah, like a lizard, like Ant-Man's looking head ass just wrapped around his leg.
He just kind of gives a small sigh, and then he like gives a head gesture for you to follow. Just kind of like the I don't know how to do this without literally showing you.
Is it like a side
Hoorah.
nod, like pointing in a direction?
Yeah, like that kind of thing.
Signaling you to come along.
Yes.
Oh,
It's
that
like,
echo.
it's like
Ow.
he's turning his rhino.
That head motion.
Yeah.
Alright. Well, let us go then.
So y'all just follow. No.
Yep.
no complaints. Just coming along.
Belgium has no complaints because he has a chance to be more blacksmith. He seems like he's a master blacksmith. So Belgium's completely okay.
I'm a broken man, so I don't care either way.
I'm very.
Lurog sees Bruise come out, and he's like eye level with him while he's sitting on top of the rhino, and he's just like,
Wow, shit.
like, like he's clearly very taken aback. He's like, oh, wow, okay.
I'm still very skeptical of this entire thing. So I'm gonna do that thing where you put your hands on your weapons, but you don't take them out yet. But you're like, you're ready. Yeah.
What?
But man, I don't want to start any trouble. I don't want to have any fights unnecessarily. I already had to send one of my squad away because of that exact reason. So
Bruce,
please,
stand down.
just
At ease.
Right. All right. Fine.
If it's okay to ask, you said that other guy, the red one, he has no more rank anymore. What do you mean by anymore? What happened to him?
the previous chieftain. He
Oh.
disgraced himself.
No.
He's lucky he even gets to come on these scouting missions.
How did he disgrace himself? What did he do?
It's none of your business.
Understandable.
Come on. It's not a terribly long journey, but on foot it will take
Man,
the
you got
majority of
dice.
the day.
There's you have a lot of dice there. Do you like play D&D?
No way, me too.
Come on. It's not a terribly long journey, however, with y'all being on foot, it will take the majority of the day.
Man,
You're gracious
Alright.
for your hospitality.
indeed. And
Honestly, I have to do it out of spite of him anyway. We'll talk. And y'all.
I'm still
continue
on the
your-
edge.
you continue on your way. Occasionally, random beasts try to come out of the forest, and they just instantly are just either one of the orcs will like throw an axe at it, or in some cases with larger creatures. Sorry. Let me rephrase that. In one case, there's a around like it's probably like 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, roughly. Another large boar comes out of the forest, and one of them just like looks over and pulls a rope on his saddle, and a piece of wood whips around the side of the boar over the top of his saddle, basically behind him, coming from one side of the orc, coming from one side of the rhinoceros, whips around and trebuchets off a net that unfurls and just grabs it, and the boar is just like squealing on the ground.
Veldrin is in love with these saddles.
more food, I guess.
So wait, where's the boar?
It is now on the side of on the side of y'all's current path. It's clear that they've like walked this path quite enough times for it to become a dirt road almost.
I want to try something, but I'd like to wait for a second.
Oh boy.
I mean, a couple of them get off of their rhinos at this point. They're going to take care of the boar and prepare lunch.
I'm gonna wait. What's the leader's name?
Lurog.
I yelled to Lurog, and I'm like, "Hey, Lurog, I know we just met, but can you do me a favor?
Can I be your best friend?
When you're done with that boar, can you give me the tusks?"
You want a trophy of an animal you didn't catch or kill?
Not necessarily a trophy, but I do need the material of the tusks.
Okay, fine. And he takes it. It's a much larger boar than the one you just caught by hand before.
Yeah.
This one is, even though they are, very large individuals, and you have a couple of very large individuals, it's still enough to feed the entire group. Enough for the rest of the day. They're very adept at cleaning it, getting it. They're very adept at. I'm at a loss of words here.
Butchering.
That's the word. Butchering the animal. In a very clean format, and essentially now you have what you had for breakfast for your lunch/dinner.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
Oh yeah.
I didn't even actually eat breakfast this morning. It was just kind of thrown at me.
Yeah. Like dead ass.
Does Vico eat?
Out of character.
I eat now. I eat now because he's hungry.
Like dead ass out of character right now. Like you're talking about this, and I'm just imagining like a nice large hog spit roasting over a fire and like cutting and carving pieces of meat off of it. And now
Fucking suckling pig.
Now I'm hungry as fuck.
Get hungry. All delicious. They also have they've brought like little pouches of spices on them. So this, unlike in the morning, is
oh yeah.
Is it's not white people food. It's very tasty.
Let's go.
Let's do this.
Veldrin begins to hold back Rexy after giving the piece so he doesn't consume the rest of it.
Before I eat, I'm going to get the tusks. If he cut them off for me.
Yeah, he hands them to you while he's dismantling the creature.
Great. So I grab some food and then go sit somewhere, and then I want to whittle something out of the tusks.
What are you whittling with? I just died. What are you whittling with?
My hand.
What are you trying to whittle?
Oh wait, you have hand axe. That's right. I forgot. I was like thinking you had a giant axe. I'm like, how are you gonna whittle with that?
I have hand axes. I just want to. I want to whittle. Are the tusks pretty big?
Yeah, they're. I mean, it was a sizable boar. So it ends up being pretty large, large enough for you to
I'd
get
like
a
to
good distance with it.
So what? Okay, I want to make. Okay, so I have one, and if I mess up, I have the second one as a backup.
Yeah.
Okay. I want to whittle a bear.
Okay, roll sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand?
Yeah. Or actually, here's the thing. So either you could roll sleight of hand right now to get it done quickly, or you can just over the next couple of days be working on it slowly and not have to roll for it and just guarantee that you do it well.
Well, I have two, so I'm going to do the first one, sleight of hand, and then if that fails, I'll just do the long run with the last one. Was that good?
That's Erin. I don't.
Oh no, is that okay? Yeah.
What? Oh, yeah. That's fine.
All right, I got an 18.
Yeah, that's good enough. You carve out the little. What was it? It was a little figure.
A
you
bear,
said?
true.
Yeah,
Yeah, a
a little
bear.
bear. Yeah, you carve it out, and it actually looks pretty good. It looks like the ethereal bear that you were wrestling the other day. That you
And then, yeah. And I'm just gonna hold it and say my precious.
Bear prayers.
you hold on to it, and
Bear prayers. Please let me be strong like
I
the
think-
bear.
you feel a sense of communion with nature while you're working on this. Just sitting in the middle of the wilderness, whittling away at a boar's tusk. It feels right. It feels. You haven't felt this comfortable in an environment in as long as you can remember.
Yep. Fantastic. But I'm still like very cautious and looking at the orcs and all their moves. I'm very suspicious.
Big sus.
Can Veldrin go sit down next to Bruise after he's kind of like whittled it and carved it and all? Just kind of look at what he made. Just be like,
Oh my god, that's. When can you do that?
I just tried and I did it.
Holy shit!
Veldrin wants to like find anywhere on him if he has like some kind of like what would he have? I'm trying to describe like some like leather lace, like is how you probably describe it today, but just like a piece of like leather string. So if he has like any part of his clothing or something that has just like some leather string hanging off it that you can give to him, and just be like, here, you can use this to keep it like on you, so you don't have to like just hold it in your hand the whole time.
Okay. Thank you. Do you want me to whittle you something out of this other tusk I have?
Actually, instead of whittling it for me, can I have the other tusk?
Sure, but you gotta tell me why you're gonna use it.
I was thinking that I could repurpose it into a handle for a weapon.
Perfect. Here you go.
And I put it in my pack.
And then I take the little string, technically, and like tie it around the bear. Well, can I make a hole in the to make a necklace?
Yeah, you can just carve that out pretty easily.
I'm gonna do that.
It's chitin, so it's like okay. It's pretty hard to carve, but also you're very, very strong, so it's not that difficult.
True. All right, I have a bear figurine necklace. I will praise every night.
I'd like to ask
Praise the bear.
Praise the bear.
What would Erin like to ask?
I'd like to ask Lurog if he's seen any of any people matching like the druids that we've seen.
Yes, that's good.
Not exactly. We've seen coming from just west of our village. There were robed individuals, although not exactly the same as you described. They weren't green; it was gray, and we're pretty sure that the base of operations is in a mountain, a couple days west of our home village. However, we sent a few men. Fuck. We've sent a few of the warriors there to check and see if they can find, anything. And none of them have returned.
Interesting.
Yeah, but we will deal with it, even if we need to send our whole forces there.
We've not seen anyone. Okay.
Insight check.
What?
I'm kidding, I'm sorry.
He's not even talking to you.
I am spying on pretty much everything the orcs do, but I'm not doing anything.
Alright. So shall we continue forward? Or is there anything else? Anyone else want to do anything?
Yeah.
No.
I'd say we're good.
Let's keep going.
Eventually, they pick up their little pseudo camp that they stop to give y'all a break from walking, and get back on the road. And eventually, just as the sun is setting, y'all arrive.
Yes.
Pog.
We actually arrived somewhere new.
Yeah.
Yes.
All I see is green.
Now to graffiti it all.
A new place to
It's not
paint.
just a world map anymore.
It's now the graffiti map.
You can only draw on buildings. That's the rules.
So, why do I even bother with Roll20? Alright, there are watchmen, watch orcs, in these towers, observing. Wait, is this what the ping is supposed to look like?
Yeah.
Yeah, circle.
No, like how fast it is.
Yeah.
It's probably because it's a smaller scale map.
No, like on my Mac, when I ping, the ping lasts for like 4 seconds to get from inside to outside like it does.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, somebody sold us property of Vico? Hell yeah.
Property at Pika.
Your soul is property of Vico.
So,
And it's in Christmas colors.
Your soul is Vico.
I'll get in.
Oh, your soul is.
They'll get brought in, and they bring you pretty much straight to this building. You get a couple of stairs on the street by random
Can't
people.
see
Some
anything except for green.
what?
What did you say?
I just see a green grid. I don't see any buildings or anything.
Scroll out.
Reload your page or something.
Okay, reloading the page.
You may be too far in.
No, it's internet troubles.
So can you see?
No. In fact, I'm not even in Roll20 anymore.
Oh.
Well, that's a problem.
Pizza Steve.
Oh my god.
Pizza.
Pizza Steve.
Fucking Steve.
Look, the rooftops.
Steve.
The rooftops are enemies, right? We have to take the rooftops. See, you can
There are
tell they're
snipers on the
enemies.
rooftop.
See that they're enemies because they're outlined in red, like in any good MMORPG.
The roofs are speaking Orcish. The biggest. enemy in the
sector.
Uh,
Orcs are the biggest in the sector.
what? Not a pogger move.
That wasn't a pog moment at all.
That was a
Oh
very
my
pog
word.
champ of you.
Very unpog, if I do say so myself. Come on, Pottinger, get back so we can wrap this up.
Okay. I'm really trying.
That's fine.
Well, is it that important that I sees the map?
Yeah.
No.
Like, is something gonna happen?
We hit
The map isn't going to change it anyway.
Could you just describe shit to me over voice chat while I
close up.
Michael, you like my message?
try desperately to get my internet working.
Because, oh god.
Fuck.
Because I'm in voice chat on my phone.
Yeah.
No!
So, yeah, we...
Bro!
So,
You are not pog.
no.
God damn it, Vico.
Capitalize the top. Stop.
Okay.
Okay, so they bring you to that building. It's a very large thatch and wood and stone building. And as you're being brought over, you get looks from orcs on the street, some of anger, some curiosity. Not very much variance other than those two. It seems very split. Some very clearly want you out, and some very clearly want to know why there are humans and a Goliath down here.
And a Dragonborn.
And
Especially a Dragonborn.
Especially, I am being as close to Spirit as I can, trying to protect him.
I'm in the front.
So eventually you walk across the building, and as you step inside, sorry, I should mention this. The scout dropped off their rhinos at the entrance and escorted you on foot to this building. And you're brought inside, and in there is what appears to be a throne room. There are a few orcs. There are clearly warriors lining either wall, and there is one central chair, at which sits a very large, green-skinned orc.
Hulk.
The actual Hulk, who has a hammer that is it's effectively a maul, but with a slightly shortened handle, so that proportionally compared to the size of his body is basically a work hammer.
That is not healthy.
And wait, what? And on his right is Ulfark, and on his left is an orc robe with markings all over him.
A wizard orc.
A wizard orc. And as you walk in, he says, "Oh, how I almost forgot to mention this. Very, very obviously, first of all, you'll notice this on Ulfark. On his forearms, there are very, very obvious scarring down his forearms, just long lines on both of his forearms, like 8 of them in parallel. And on the large green orc, there's the same on his right arm, and his left arm is entirely mechanical.
Wait, his leftover is entirely what?
Mechanical.
He doesn't have a left hook. Or a left hand, I should say. Specifically, his hand is mechanical. He still has his arm.
Veldrin is staring down that hand. Intensely.
And he sees y'all come in escorted by the scouts, and he says, "So these are the rabble rousers that Ulthark wanted me to have executed for no real reason."
I'm glad they're at least reasonable, except for that one.
Damn. That's him?
I'd say our neighbors are slightly different.
No.
We much prefer the more intelligent way of life.
I'm glad.
And he says, "However, I can't just be trusting.
Understandable.
It hasn't worked in the past, and he very obviously is jabbing at Ulthark, like glances at him when he says that. And he says, "And I won't exactly have it."
How are we to prove ourselves?
It's very easy, actually.
Oh.
He gestures for the robed, or behind the chair, and the orc comes over. He doesn't even say anything. He takes out some chalk and some incense, and he starts drawing a circle around the whole group of you. And he says, "Just to make sure that we can all speak on
Word of truth.
on proper ways. Just please don't resist. It's for your benefit."
What you doing there, funny man?
You make that hand?
The shaman doesn't even say anything. And for those of you that are unaware, which I think would literally just be Hoff, you can willingly fail saving throws if you choose to. The shaman finishes with his drawing, and he kneels down and lights a thing of incense with a little flame from his hand. And Erin, you would notice his hands. He has tattoos all over his body, and on his right hand is a tattoo of symbol of Sked, and on the left hand is a tattoo of the symbol of Kai. And he finishes, and he lights it, and he looks up at you, and he gives you a little smirk, and then the chalk sketching boy all begins to glow green, and he casts Zone of Truth.
Yeah.
Let's go. I will fail.
If you choose to resist, then
I'm not going to.
What kind of roll, Michael?
I made it.
It is a charisma saving throw.
Cool, guys. Nice knowing you.
Question. If I succeed the saving throw but want to fail, could I just
What?
That's what I was saying. You can willingly just choose to fail a saving throw. You can just say, I'm just going to let this happen.
I got a 23. I pass, I'm assuming.
Good job.
Wait, so
yeah. On a failed save, a creature can't speak a deliberate lie while in radius.
Do they know?
And you know, it also says you know whether each creature succeeds or fails on its saving throw. So if you resist, he will know.
They will do
Too bad. Alright, 23.
No.
I definitely failed.
the Dragonborn is resisting.
That's... Oh, no.
So does everybody roll the charisma saving throw?
No.
I didn't.
Well,
I'm not going to. And
We're
I'd
not
like to
going
tell
to.
Spirit, don't resist, or else we die.
that's metagaming. That's metagaming. Don't do it. That's metagaming.
Oh, so they can tell the
I
person
think
who
it's
casts it.
I think it's completely logical that Erin would be like, yeah, Spirit's freaking out right now. He's probably going to try and resist. and
Yeah.
I could even see, like, I could make an argument for Veldrin doing it too. Veldrin knows that something's up with Spirit. So I could make Veldrin say it if he didn't. Because Veldrin definitely would probably be like.
Yeah, no, I see the argument. You guys. Yeah. If you guys want to, yeah.
I tried to resist and I failed miserably.
Also, Veldrin's gonna completely. Yes, he's going to ignore the save throw, and Veldrin's gonna immediately just be like, "Did you make that hand?"
he just smirks a little bit and he gives you a little nod. And then,
Can you show me how you did it? I want to know. I need to know. I need to. That's amazing. He starts spamming. He starts spamming really fucking hard.
He's got a little smile on his face. Everyone either failed or willingly failed except for Spirit.
Yep.
About right.
Yeah.
The shaman looks up at Spirit and he looks up to the chieftain. He looks up to Goldick and he says he just like nods his head at Spirit, and the chieftain just sighs like. What is it you could possibly be hiding? You're a child.
Just gonna give him the silent treatment.
And Nero turns around, just looks at Spirit.
Gonna look away.
He gives a small sigh and he says, "Take that one and put him away until we can get him to just calm down. The rest of you, everything will be fine." And
Wait, who are they taking away?
They're taking Spirit.
They are taking Spirit to be held until he stops resisting. Elsewhere.
Completely freaking out now.
Yeah. Two of the warriors from either wall step forward and and grab Spirit by either arm. Or is he doing anything, or is he just scared and letting them take him?
Yeah, he's like, yeah.
He's just letting.
The real question is anyone stomping them?
Like, he's probably really feebly trying to. It's not going to do anything. He's like, yeah, he's too scared to actually be able to break out.
Where are you?
I'm not trying to stop it.
Yeah. He sees the owner all very obviously concerned. He's like, "Don't worry, he won't be harmed.
He'll just be sold into slavery."
Yeah, just only.
Oh, you gonna buy him too?
You know, I probably am the best bet.
If something happens to Spirit, promise.
Don't worry. As long as he isn't in cahoots with our enemies, he will be safe.
Cahoot?
Dude, that's you.
Why does that word set Bruise off?
You know what? I always lose at Kahoot. God damn it.
What was that?
Alright. Shall we leave questioning to the next time, or do you guys want to keep going?
Well, this will be over in very soon. So he then straightens up and he says, "Now I'm asking this to all of you. Do you have any affiliation with the False Ember tribe?"
Who?
The False Ember tribe.
Never heard
What
of
is
them.
your affiliation?
I've never heard of them either.
Never heard of them once in my life before.
Well, actually, hold on, I'm gonna roll a history check. See if I actually heard of them.
Belgian. Belgian.
I have not.
Aaron
heard
can
of
do
them.
so as well.
Yeah.
Would I also roll?
No.
Probably
Yeah,
not.
Belgian.
You would not know.
Everybody's trying to.
I mean, yeah.
Well, everybody's trying to remember. Belgium's just going to be like, look, I never heard of no fire ember thing, whatever.
Fire Emblem.
How did you make
Fire
that? How did
Emblem.
you make that hand?
He's really
Lots of
They,
consistent.
practice.
they take Belgian away because he was asking about the hand.
Zahando.
Zahando.
History check. 20 plus 5. And that's 22.
Damn.
Damn, bro.
Jeez.
You know
Where'd you
that.
find this?
You know that of the like the 4 or 5 main tribes that have control over areas of this forest, the False Ember tribe are by far the most warlike, the most aggressive, and the most what's the word?
Brutal.
No, they're the kind of people that will kill you from the shadows without
I know what
anyone
you're talking
knowing.
about.
They're the most.
Espionage, something like that.
Assassinations.
I don't know. My brain is too dead. Look, like honorless. They fight dirty. That's it. Dirty. That was the word.
All right, dirty tactics.
Dirty.
Okay. What affiliation do you have to the men on the mountain?
None that we.
I heard about them from your scout, your head scout, but besides that, I have no clue.
Neither do I.
I guess they're just men in the mountains.
And then finally he says, do you have any relationship with the Dragonborn tribes of the Burning Desert? To all of you.
Nope.
None.
Nope.
Not me.
Nobody knows.
He's looking at Bruise.
Yeah.
Because he didn't answer.
See about that.
You don't have to answer this question. You just have to not lie to him.
I'm trying so hard to resist right now. I look constipated, but I say yes. I say yes.
Oh.
He doesn't say are you. He says what association do you have? Not are you associated?
Yes.
So,
Yeah.
Bruce,
It's good. You don't have to answer the question. You just have to tell the truth.
I was once a slave to the Dragonborn tribe.
Which one?
I don't know.
I don't know.
Whichever one
Colors.
the dirtiest.
Pick a color.
Oh
Pick a
yeah.
color.
So
What color is spirit?
it would be
Just
blue,
black.
right, Michael?
He's blue.
Yeah.
He's blue.
The blue tribe.
Oh, that's irony right there.
And that's where we're gonna end the question.
Woo! Michael, do an outro.
Belgium still didn't learn how to make those hands though.
How to make them hands though.
Them hands though. All right, Michael.
Okay. Yeah, I'm ready.
I don't think any of us can rest until we get some hands.
So yeah, yeah, that was session what, 7?
7.
So we're
Seven.
we're getting along slowly but surely. We got a lot of character development in this one session, so that was interesting.
Bunch of favorites.
We got a lot of stuff in that.
I couldn't even fit in a dick joke.
But isn't that the biggest dick joke
there's
right
one
there?
right there.
Jinx.
Who knows? Will Veldrin learn to smith like a god?
Better.
Will we ever get spirit back?
Will we ever get spirit back? Well,
Come back next time on Dungeon Ball Z.
Dungeons and Douchebags.
on Dragon Ball